good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. Welcome along to the ARAMCO F1 in Schools World Final. So good to have you back with us. So much in store for you today in day two with more racing. Joining me alongside me on the desk is Amy Martin. Amy, what a fabulous day we were treated to yesterday. Looking forward to today?
Yesterday was really exciting. I can't wait to see what happens today.
Yeah, there was loads of highlights and the kind of moments where teams were like, oh, I feel like the whole competition's over, but it wasn't and it won't be. But some of those highlights to pick out. Anything stand for you?
Yeah, so I loved how all the three Australian teams were all together right at the top of the leaderboard, and then as the day's gone on, they've been spread out. So it's really nice to see how it progresses. Yeah, and whether those times will stand, we'll keep you updated with everything that happens. We also were joined by Unity Racing over to the side. I feel like a fabulous addition to this competition. Lucy, you had, I think, one of the toughest jobs was breaking hearts with all of the breakages. How did you find yesterday?
Well, I think it was just nice to have the thrill of racing back. Obviously, doing it live as well, not pre-recorded, adds that extra bit of excitement for the teams. They don't know what's coming, but once the breakages happen, I feel like they were going to be fixed. It's in Gary's safe hands anyway. Yeah, and Gary, I can update people. The super glue is off his fingers now. There was a lot of super gluing going on. And do you feel like you're becoming better friends now with Gary? Would you say that? Oh yeah. Okay. Me and Gary have a close bond now. Oh, fantastic. Beautiful. And Aaron, obviously you kick-started things yesterday morning down on the touchscreen. Have you been impressed with all of the teams so far?
I have been insanely impressed. I've got so many things that I want to show you guys about the first 15 teams that they've done. Amazing on the enterprise side of things, and I've been blown away, away. And my personal highlight yesterday, one of the breakages went straight through your arm. That will never be repeated again. Well, that's what you think, but you know, it was on purpose. I've got fast reaction times, what can I say? Oh, amazing. Well, great to have Unity Racing with us throughout the day, Amy. But right now, guys, let's take a look at how ARAMCO, our title partner, are looking to the future.
People talk a lot about the need for change.
How are we going to solve the world's problems?
Because we want better lives for all of us.
But solving problems has to start with asking the right questions.
How are 9 billion people going to live on just the one planet?
Think of the challenges we'll all face.
Air quality, climate change,
transport,
food security.
These are all issues that need dealing with right now.
It's a massive challenge.
And a lot of it has to do with energy.
It needs to be affordable and accessible and reliable.
It's a complex issue because the world is still developing.
I mean, 80% of people have never been near an airplane.
Change is inevitable. We'll need more energy.
But it has to be viable. For example, in India, 2/3 of rural households still cook using firewood.
Alternatives could help transform their environment.
How can ARAMCO make a difference?
Let's face it, oil isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
There's nothing quite like it.
But we need to find ways to make it more sustainable.
Cleaner. Better.
Being right at the heart of global energy supply means that we're in a unique place to do just that.
What I'm doing won't change things on its own, but if you look at all the other projects going on around the business, it really adds up.
Like, right now I'm working on the next generation of automobile engines.
The opposed piston engine. When combined with optimized fuel, it means 50% increase in fuel efficiency.
I mean, that's just incredible, right?
What about our impact on the planet?
How we act is just as important to me as what we do.
We already have one of the lowest carbon intensities of any major oil producer by a long way.
I'm pretty proud of that, but we have to do more.
I'm working with some of the smartest scientists and engineers in the world, finding new answers to the big questions.
Like implementing carbon dioxide into new polymers or storing it on the ground.
Reducing emissions and carbon intensity for future generations.
And we're putting something back. enhancing our culture.
Planting 1 million trees, 2 million mangroves, and counting.
And we have our wildlife reserve in Sheba.
Why does diversification matter?
We're a massive company, like really massive.
I think we're one of the world's largest, aren't we?
We're in all kinds of business areas all over the world.
And we're acquiring and developing new businesses all the time.
And this gives us that stability so we can invest in new technologies that can really change things.
So, what are we doing right now?
Innovation.
Big data, AI.
Robotics, cognitive computing.
Embracing the fourth industrial revolution.
Technology that will drive rapid change.
Our Terra Power Simulator allows us to model our reservoir in much greater detail, so we can manage them far more efficiently.
Our crude to chemicals program could transform the whole industry.
By removing some of the processes, we can directly convert crude oil into chemicals in one single step.
I'm working in non-metallics, new materials that don't have the corrosion issues that metals have. The potential is enormous in automotive, construction, packaging, and the renewables.
Every one of our breakthroughs improves our ability to make oil more sustainable.
So, what about the future?
That is the billion-dollar question.
It's a really exciting time to be part of Saudi Aramco.
It's really cool what we're doing. I feel like what I do actually means something.
I've always wanted to work at the cutting edge of technology, and now I am.
On any given day, we're working really hard to make the most of every single drop of oil that we produce.
And no, we don't have all the answers, not yet.
But we're determined to get there.
Together, we are bringing new ideas to life every single day.
We are ready for the future.
Great to hear from Aramco there, all the work that they are doing. Amy, we have got the leaderboard behind us. Now, it gets me more excited about day 2 and racing, and just seeing how close the separation is, thousandths of a second between the teams here. It really is incredible, from Team IQ all the way down to Nightglow, 700ths of a second difference. That is just so close. And you've noticed on the other side, with what we're talking about, to Team 32.
Yeah, from Team 1 to Team 32, there's only 1/10 of a second in it. So it's really, really close.
And what were you saying about the fact that every team has set a time, how good that is?
Yeah, it's really impressive that every team has set a time, no matter how many breakages we had, which we had a lot of yesterday. So it's really impressive.
Okay, well listen, Amy, let's get ready for racing today. We're going to do a walk and talk. We're going to go head across, show you the stage. You go first, Amy, I'll follow you, because we're going to head over here. How is racing going to be different today then, Amy?
So today we're going to have a little bit different. Instead of having the automatic start mode, which we had for yesterday's race, we're going to be using the team's reaction times. So they've been captured using the reaction capture time presented by our partners, the IET. So the team's been doing this for the past couple of days, and I think we might be doing a little competition here.
Yeah, now, if you are following us on Instagram, you will have seen F1 in Schools HQ that Andrew Denford, founder and chairman of F1 in Schools, took you on in this reaction test. So this is the moment where I'm going to have to step up. I'm nervous. This would have been what every team would have done.
Every team would have done this quite a lot to set all the times, just in case the big teams that get right through to the knockout final. Okay,
so if you haven't seen this, do you know what? Would you like me to go first, just to give you a little bit of attention? All right, okay, so I'm waiting for the 5 lights to go out. Here we go, yep, nailed it. Here we go, 5 lights. Okay. Okay, so what happened there was a little false start. I was too eager to set a time. Go on then, Amy, you show me how it's done. We did actually do a fair bit of practice beforehand a couple of days ago. Okay, that is good. In terms of the teams, is that a good time to set?
So that's not my best. A lot of them have been obviously working really hard. A lot of the time you do reaction time training, so you could be taking months to make sure that you get the quickest reaction time, but I've seen some very speedy ones.
Okay, all right, well listen, I'm not even going to try again. We are going to get ready for racing right now and very excited to head up to see what is happening trackside, get a view of what is happening with the team. They are ready to actually race. So Amy, we'll head back to our desk area. You can see to the right of the screen, you can see Oscar, Carl on the left. They will be looking after all of the racing that happens today, and we're going to be kickstarting with Grand Dash Racing against Nightglow. We can see there a few people explaining everything that's going on. Lucy, are you up there?
I am indeed, yes.
And what is happening up there? There's sort of a hive of activity, lots going on.
So at the minute we don't have the correct reaction times, so we're just going to get the correct ones before we set racing off so that no teams are at a disadvantage.
Ah, great to hear. Now that is so important. So those reaction times will be put into the start gate so they know exactly what time to go off. I would like to chat now, if I can, to Grand Dash Racing all the way in India. There you are, guys. Great to see you this morning. Feeling the pressure of going first, or are you taking that on your shoulders, ready to go running?
A lot more confident today, for sure. Everyone's a lot more confident.
Okay, and you had a day of the competition, coming back for day 2. Feeling more confident, just raring to go?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and what did you make of the racing yesterday? Some very fast time set.
We have great,
we
have great competition, and we know it's a must-win race. Our car needs to be the best.
Okay, and just so we can put a face to that reaction time, who set the reaction time, guys?
That will be me.
Oh, Gav. And what was it like? Because it was terrifying for me, live, being recorded and sent around the whole world. What was it like for you?
Well, it's just a lot of focus, and you just got to, focus on getting the fastest reaction time for your team, That's what I was focusing on the most.
Okay, and Gav, help me out. Can you make me feel a bit better? Did you get a full start at any point?
Sorry, what?
Did you have a full start at any point? When you...
No, I didn't.
Come on, Gav.
I was very careful not to get that.
Oh, well, I got one live at the moment. Oh, Gav, I thought you were going to help me. Listen, what do you think this is going to add to your car in terms of a leaderboard of times? Is it going to really help you out?
Yeah, for sure. I think the reactions will definitely help us out a lot.
Okay, well, listen, great to chat to you this morning, guys. We're going to chat now to Nightglow all the way in China. Welcome. Good morning from the UK. How are we both feeling today?
It's normal, I think. Hi. Yeah. It was normal, I think, because we've been quite know about our situation now and our basic rankings. So we feel quite normal. And nothing special, actually.
Nothing special, but okay, all right, I like that. Amy, these guys will have had to set a fast time. I want to find out of you two, who set the reaction time?
Well, I did.
Okay, the question I'm going to ask, you know what I'm going to ask, Amy. Mm-hmm. Did you have any false starts?
No.
Oh, come on! I'm going to get back over to that touchscreen and prove I can do it. So what was your sort of ideas for setting that fast reaction time? Did you have any secrets?
Well, probably just, get focused and, well, for example, you can light up the screen to make sure the lights are more obvious to see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was going wrong. I think we needed to, and I think that's really mischievous of the team at F1 in Schools. They needed to light up my screen a lot more. And guys, what did you make of all the cars and the other teams racing yesterday? Good to see.
Excuse me?
What did you make of the other teams yesterday with the times they set on the track?
Well, yes. Yeah, everyone has a fast car, and yeah, it's quite full of pressure.
Okay, well listen guys, I know you'll do a brilliant job. So we've chatted this morning now to Grand Dash Racing from India and Nightglow in China. Best of luck to those teams. Aaron is over at the touchscreen. Aaron, I am excited to find out what you've made of the team so far, and Grand Dash Racing have stood out to you a little bit. Why is that?
Well, I mean, the first thing I wanted to talk about here was just the cars that are coming up today. I mean, we've been able to have a look and analyze the data from the car. So you see we've got length, width, height, weight, best time in session 1, all those sort of things. And honestly, Grand Dash Racing and Nightglow, it's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be really difficult to work out who's going to win this one. But you know what? If I had to guess, Tom, if...
Whoa.
Should I not guess?
You have to wait for Tom to ask.
No, Amy, you ask Aaron.
Ask me, go on.
You ask Aaron.
Who do you think will win?
Let me have a think. Like I said, it is going to be really close, but I think just based on the times yesterday, Nightglow might pip it to the post, but that would be my prediction.
And what are you basing that on? I want to get inside the mind of Aaron for a second. How are you working that out?
Well, so I remember from our competing, one of the main things was weight, just getting it down to that 50 gram, minimum, just optimizing as much as you can. And Nightglow, as you can see there, both of their cars are exactly on the 50 gram weight. I don't know how they managed to do that from all the way over there, send it in to still be the correct weight. Whereas Grand Dash Racing, they're super, super close to 50.5, 51.3, but that weight can really make a difference.
Yeah, and would you look at those best times set and seeing the difference of hundredths of seconds, that was what you kind of would be putting it on, because that one car has been faster?
Yeah.
You would say?
I mean, yeah, you would think that just because one car has been faster in the past that it still would be, but when you take reaction times into account, 100th of a second, I remember I was the driver, the button push for our team, and I know for a fact that I messed up many, many times, cost us more than just 100th of a second or a 10th of a second even. So there's still a lot to play for. You never know what's going to happen.
So does that mean what you're saying, Aaron, is there might have been a false start at some point?
Oh, I've definitely had my don't you worry, it's not just you. It's not just you.
It was just the tenseness of Amy looking at me going, do not set a better time, because that will take away all her credibility, and I couldn't allow it. But very fast reactions from you, Amy. So once the reaction times have been set in the gates, the cars will be hurtling down the other end of the track. And we saw so many breakages yesterday, and we talked about that in length, about obviously the deceleration, hitting those bristles. It's quite sad in a way to see all those breakages, but hopefully Gary will have got the super glue out, made sure that they can race today. But the teams, put yourself in their shoes, what would that have felt like for them?
Yeah, it's really disheartening when the car does break, but it's not the end of the world. There's so much more racing to go on, and as long as the car can be fixed, which I'm sure Gary has done, you've got a long, long way ahead.
Okay, all right, good. Just to remind everybody of our social media channels that you can get involved in. Twitter, we're also on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Newly put together, the one and only Mr. Nelson, behind the scenes at F1 in Schools, is getting a lot of views, actually, in the F1 in Schools TikTok. So check it out if you haven't already done so. That's at F1 in Schools HQ. Also, if you have any questions, if you're watching on YouTube right now, live across the world, then you can leave us a comment down below. That's me just pointing. It's just below. Just scroll down. And also, if you want to send us an email, contact us at f1inschools.com. That's the way to get in touch. Yesterday, I don't know if you remember, but Team Spark asked us a question, which threw us a little bit. We weren't expecting that. But apparently, I've got another question coming later on today, so I'm looking forward to that. When we look at the races that we've got in the schedule, Amy, does any of them stand out for you? We're going to have 8 matchups in total in this session, and like yesterday, we'll have a break, then we'll come back and have another session of races, and then once again another break, and then our final session of races. And that's just to make it nice and fair, even it out for the teams. We don't want them getting up too early or staying up too late. But yeah, as I say, 8 matchups. Amy, anything stand out for you?
Well, yeah, I'm really excited to see where Celestial end up, because obviously when they left their session, they were top of the leaderboard, happy days.
Yeah.
And slowly they've gone a little bit down, but not too far down. They're 5th now. Yeah. It's going to be really interesting to see how they can pull it back with their reaction times.
Yeah, and I remember seeing Bolt, the team from Greece, doing such an amazing job and taking that, from Cyprus. Bolt were brilliant in the fact that you could see how much it meant to them, getting that fast time of a 1.047. Good old Andreas living near the fire station, if you remember. And that meant so much, but then once you've set your time, there's nothing you can do. You just see the team moving down that leaderboard. But today, get back on it, add that reaction time, and they can make such a difference.
Yeah, that's the strangest thing really, is setting your time and then doing nothing. You'll go for lunch, then you'll come back and you won't be first anymore. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, I mean, how Celestial have dealt with that, how they think that their reaction times will be able to maybe bring them back up, or it might even go down a little bit more.
Yeah, now, Amy, I did happen to notice on your Instagram yesterday, you're sat on, I think, the front left tyre of this amazing Williams F1 car that we have on set. So I want to say thank you very much to Williams, and also to Pirelli as well. Look at the setup that we have right here. And I'm just going to put it out there right now. I will be copying your picture setup later on, and I'll be having the exact same photo taken. Right, it could be a photo finish. Let's see what I did there. Let's head up to trackside now to see what is going on. I believe that we will be getting the race underway. So there it is, Grand Dash Racing in lane 1, and in lane 2 we have Nightglow. Very exciting time. Their reaction time set into the gate, and that will hopefully make a massive difference to the times. Best of luck to both teams. Well, it's lane 2 then. Nightglow getting that win. It was predicted by Aaron, and really nothing in that at all.
Yeah, look at those reaction times.
Very, very quick.
Close.
0.225. I think that's what we'll be focusing on today, won't we? 0.225. Remind me, 2 days ago when you were practicing with Andrew Denford, founder and chairman of F1 in Schools.
I didn't get that low. I think I got a 0.24 was my lowest that I got.
0.24. Okay, I'm going to jot that down in my head mentally. 0.228. So we are talking about 3 thousandths of a second there. Neck and neck. It's just towards that final third. Nightglow just took the lead there, and a cruise speed of 15.8. Nightglow, very, very fast reaction times. Congratulations on those. What did you make of that first race?
Yeah, it's, well, quite satisfying. Yeah, we hope our car can perform good in the next few races.
Okay, all right, there you go. I like that, staying focused on Nightglow. Grand Dash Racing, all the way in India. What did you make of that first race?
Right, so we could see, like yesterday as well, our car did a bit better in lane 2, so we are looking forward to that as well. This wasn't a bad time, so we're still confident.
Okay, good. Not a bad time at all. Let's go trackside then to see race 2. This is using now car B. Best of luck to both teams. With this angle, you can't see Oscar push the button.
He's missing his
we just missed it. We just missed it. He did tell me he might be using his right hand to push the button today, so stay tuned for that. Again, Nightglow taking that 0.229 reaction. Decent split time. A little bit slower, I believe. So we remember, we're just watching the replay now.
All cars in one piece, which is brilliant to see.
That is very good to see. Hearts in my mouth a little bit there. Just looking on the monitor there on the bottom of the screen, little few differences there for you, Grand Dash Racing, with that one. You say lane 2's your favourite, or you're looking forward to that move.
Yeah.
In terms of car A and car B, how much time did you spend on perfecting them to be exactly the same?
Well, for us, it was almost like we got the parts, we assembled it, and that same day we just sent it to UK. Because of the lockdown, our manufacturing got delayed, right? So as soon as we got the parts, we couldn't really spend a lot of time on it to make them exactly the same.
Okay, so you are noticing those small differences as well. Well, listen, best of luck as we sort of get ready to go swapping the lanes for both teams. But a great first showing there, Amy.
Yeah, I definitely think, especially in the first one, you can see that because Nightglow do have the faster car, Grand Dash National really pulled it back with the fast reaction time. So that's how they were able to get such a close race, just because they were super quick.
Yeah, and Aaron, your predictions came true. Sort of Aristotle work there from you. So what do you make of the first 2 races we've seen there?
Well, I think it's kind of what like I said, I expected, and guys like Grand Dash Racing, I totally understand. I mean, I know that it's really difficult to get the cars to be even close to 50 grams, to get them both to be exactly the same is so difficult. When we did it, we would rock up to the competition with a car that was 49.5 and then stick a bunch of stickers on it to get it up to 50. And unfortunately, obviously, it's a bit difficult to do that from all the way over there, so you've done really, really well. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. Lovely words indeed. Lucy, trackside, give us the latest.
Well, there's nothing to report at the minute, so we're kind of hoping for some breakages. Poor Gary's just sat reading the news in the background, so we're hoping something happens.
Oh, Lucy, don't wish that upon any of the teams. A quiet, relaxing Gary is best for everyone. Gary Anderson, the chair of judges, he is on site ready for any breakages to make those final judge calls that he will need to do throughout the day. Great to see Lucy. She thoroughly enjoyed the role of the Ted Kravitz F1 duties there, pit lane to pit lane, and doing an amazing job yesterday.
Yeah, like we said, if we need any bad news breaking, we want Lucy to do it.
Exactly. Right, so guys, Grand Dash Racing in India, what is in store for you for the rest of the day? What judging have you got to do?
We have design and engineering and scrutineering.
Okay, all right. And are you sort of prepared for those? You feel confident for them?
Yeah, we worked all night last night.
All night? Well, I'll tell you what, if you worked all through the night, you look very fresh this morning. So well done on that. Great work. I wish you the best of luck for that. Nightglow in China. Let's chat to you. What is happening for you guys for the rest of the day? What do you have in store?
Well, we have the same. It's the design and engineering judging and the scrutineering. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of the whole competition, which area have you really enjoyed putting together and getting prepared?
Maybe it's the design and engineering parts where we like really put a lot of time in it. Yeah, we hope we can get good results. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too. Well, fingers crossed for you guys. Great to chat to Nightglow and Grand Dash all the way in China and in India. After the next two races, we will have RIMAU Racing from Malaysia taking on Nebula from Australia. Nebula yesterday set a very, very fast time. So it'll be great to chat to them and see how they're feeling. As we mentioned earlier, once you've set the time, there is nothing you can do. So they will have been twiddling their thumbs, ready to get back in the action, which is what we're going to do right now. He's gone for it. That is it. It happened. The right hand moved there. Oscar, race director, the stare as well. I was expecting him to hold out a little bit longer today, but he's done it very early on. A 1.270 finish there. And that reaction time of 0.202. Incredible.
Very fast, very.
And no breakages. Don't forget, we're watching Michael to the left of your screen, Sam on your right. We're looking for any indication of what's happening, whether there's breakages. Look out for those instructions from the guys. But that was incredible, a 0.202 reaction time. Aaron, where does that sort of, when you compare your times to that?
Well, you know me, I obviously got about 0.0001 on average.
Sure, on average, yeah, sure.
It's standard. I'm quite good. No, I think that's very, very good times. I remember there have been times even when you were doing it live, if you felt like you had very little chance, maybe it was your last race, you were just trying to guess when it would be, and I've seen some incredible times. I mean, inhuman reactions. It's, yeah, impressive stuff.
You see what you mentioned there, that's exactly what I was doing. I was trying to guess when the lights were going out. That's why I got the full start. But it is a great tactic to use, but it can go wrong on several occasions, as I found out this morning. We're just on standby to get to that fourth race to see the times being set. Nightglow are still behind me in China. Primed, ready for the rest of their day, design and engineering judging to go. Lucy, any update on any breakages?
Well, I think I've just kind of jinxed it because unfortunately Nightglow's rear wing support has popped off, so that'll be fixed if they get through to knockouts. Okay,
there you go. She jinxed it. But she did it with a smile on her face. Right, let's go trackside then. That is your update on breakages from Lucy. Those will be happening throughout the day. Oscar just setting up the cars. In lane 1 is Nightglow. And in lane 2, we have Grand Dash Racing. Best of luck to both of the teams. That time round is actually Grand Dash Racing taking that win, and because just a phenomenal reaction time.
Now you see how important it is to make sure that you've got a very quick reaction time. Doesn't matter how fast the car is if your reaction time isn't as fast as the other team.
So just to be clear, the teams will have set their reaction time for each race they'd have done. They would have set those times and then they stand, can't be changed, go into the gate, and that's why we're seeing different reaction times each time.
So if you get through all the way to the knockout finals, every team would have to set all of the times to get right through to the knockout finals, and then only a lucky two will have to use them.
Okay, all right. Well, Nightglow, so good to chat to you today. I wish you the best of luck with your design, judging, and everything else you have in store today. Are you feeling satisfied with what you saw on track today?
Quite satisfied because the car goes a little faster than yesterday, and the reaction time was also good. So, yeah.
Overall, very satisfied.
I with the result. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Well, it's so good to chat to you. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care and speak to you soon.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And then, of course, Grand Dash Racing. Nice to get that win there on lane 2. Your favourite?
Yeah, lane 2 car B, that was expected.
Well, it's such a quick reaction time of 0.202. Well done, Gav, on that, and thanks for putting me at ease earlier on when I asked if you've ever had a full start and you said no. So well done, Gav. Excellent work.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. Great to chat to Grand Dash Racing and Nightglow from China. We now move on to our next race, RIMAU Racing from Malaysia and Nebula in Australia. Very exciting teams, and I believe we have a mascot for Nebula, the Quacker. The Quacker.
Yes, the Quacker's back.
Ah, look at that, always smiling. So we'll chat to RIMAU Racing first of all. Another smiley team, full of beans, full of energy. Great to see you this morning all the way from the UK. How are we feeling? How are we doing?
Oh, lovely. We're feeling all lovely right now.
Oh, great. How was your day yesterday with the rest of the judging? How did it go?
Quite smooth.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was really smooth. Yeah.
But
All of the really steady process. Yeah, a really steady process.
Steady process,
we like to
smooth. Yeah, you like to hear that. And,
And
they're
the
still
judges
smiling.
are very nice.
Oh, okay. So thank you very much. Report that. You heard it, judges. You're very nice. But did that put you at ease? The judges made you feel like you could be confident?
Very comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really boosts our confidence and all.
Oh, brilliant.
Throughout the whole competition.
Well, that's great to hear, Afik. And what's always good to see on the Zoom, you've all moved round from where you were yesterday. So I learned all of your names and now it's changing up. But tell me about how you felt yesterday's race went and compare that to how you're going to feel with your reaction times added in.
All right, Elias.
He's gonna be really nervous, including the reaction times.
Okay, nervous. Why? Who set the reaction times?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, that's why you feel nervous. Okay.
Everyone else is
He
confident.
feels the most pressure.
Yeah. Amy says...
But we believe in him. Yeah, we all believe in him.
That's what a team is all about. Well, Mohammed, best of luck. We'll go trackside now and see your reaction times and see what it does for the race.
Thank you.
We'll chat to Team Nebula in a moment. Button's being pushed. Let's look out for those reaction times.
Wow.
Wow, RIMAU Racing, Mohammed, nothing to be nervous about at all. A 0.20 reaction time, very fast. Nebula taking the win, but with reaction times like that, it's going to give them such a good chance to set a very, very fast time there. You see Nebula just cruising across the finish line. So fast, 16 meters per second. What I particularly like there, the photographer getting the flash going to try and make sure they captured the speed. Nebula, good morning, good evening to you over in Australia, or good night. Quacker is on the car today. That's a bit different.
It is.
Is that not going to add more weight to the car?
It may add a bit more weight to the car, but as we've already mentioned, the nature of his time traveling means they will make the car go faster. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. And your reaction times, who's set these reaction times?
we actually had 3 of us set reaction times. We shared it around a bit because that doesn't count for points, so just give everyone a bit of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's a great way of looking at it. So guys, what do we reckon for race 2? You took the first win. Are you going to take the win in the race 2?
That's the plan. Yeah, well, hopefully, but like, you know, we can only really hope to get a fast time on our car, and if the other team beats us, then great job to them.
Yeah, all right.
Anything can happen.
Anything could happen. That's the plan. That's my phrase of the day. Now, best of luck, Nebula. We'll go trackside to see. Of course, Tom, that's the plan. Obvious when I think about it. Right, Nebula lane 2 and RIMAU Racing in lane 1. Let's see what reaction times they set.
Wow.
0.184. What was Mohammed worried about?
Absolutely nothing.
And a very fast time. RIMAU Racing taking that win. You know what, more and more I love the slow motion replay. It's brilliant. The arms folded from Sam as he takes the cars out. He is thoroughly enjoying it and making sure he's covering himself just in case any flying parts come off. Nebula didn't take the win there, went against the plan. However, very fast reaction times. Can you remember who set that reaction time?
I think that second reaction time was me. So I'll have to cop the blame for that one, but that's all good.
Cop the blame for it. Have you enjoyed yesterday with the whole judging process, and are you looking forward to today as well?
Yeah, judges were very nice, and we had some. We're having a great time here.
Yeah, shared some laughs.
Yeah, shared some laughs, and always smiling. Has the always smiling part of your team helped out with the judges? Do you think you've charmed them?
100%.
Okay. And in terms of your portfolio work, is that one of your strongest areas that you think?
I reckon it definitely is.
Yeah.
We did pretty well in the portfolios, I think. So
We're all really happy with what we ended up submitting. So yeah.
we'll get feedback tomorrow, but yeah, until then, I think it's pretty good.
Okay, that's the plan. All right, okay. Right, I will chat to RIMAU Racing quickly beforehand because he was very nervous about it. Look at the smile on his face now. Mohammed, those were sensational times.
Amazing.
Yeah, we are really satisfied with the result, and we're really glad that the car didn't break while racing.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, one of the.
Yes, Afiq, tell me, what were you about to say?
No, it's one of our targets. We wanted to make sure that our car was very durable because during nationals our car just like broke apart everywhere. So we're glad that it didn't happen again during Worlds. So yeah.
Yeah, and Afiq, I'm just noticing your headset. That is very gamer mode. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Very colourful indeed. So Mohammed, as someone who was setting those reaction times, did you feel a little bit of pressure because you felt like you could let the team down in some way, or did you not look at it that way at all?
Yeah, I didn't really look at it that way at all because I just wanted to see how our car did while racing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it stayed intact, which is the main thing. I'm going to go over to the main man over by the touchscreen. And this section I'm calling, What Does Aaron Think? What do you think of the cars that you've seen so far?
Well, I mean, let's have a look at what the actual stats say there. So for RIMAU Racing and Nebula, as we can see, so at the bottom here we've got a Session 1 all cars rank, which is essentially we took all of the 88 cars, so 2 for each team, and ranked them. And you can see Nebula was one of their cars, car B especially, is one to look out for because that was 14th out of 88 out of all of the cars. RIMAU Racing there, as you can see, 32nd, 35th, also doing very, very well. Let's leave it up to reactions and see what happens.
Okay, I love that. And we will be chatting to Aaron a little bit later on, some of the things he's noticed, not just from the racing with these teams, but also every other aspect of the competition where they can be earning points for themselves. Right, let's go trackside, Amy. I'm excited for this. So we will be back to cars A now, I believe. In lane 1, you have Nebula. In lane 2, RIMAU Racing. And trying to set an even faster time, and that was very quick from RIMAU Racing, taking that win. Another 0.184.
Same reaction time.
What is the secret? I need to know this for next year.
I want to know if there's a tactic.
Yeah, there must be a tactic. There has to be. First of all, we've heard make sure the screen is bright enough. That was the first thing. And then from that, photographer's move position. Trying to capture that. That's not an easy job. They're going at that speed. Try and capture a very clear picture. Well done to the guys at the end of the track. Capturing the cars. That was really interesting to hear though, out of the 88 cars, Nebula's car B is 14th. I found that really interesting.
Yeah, I'd like to see, I'm excited to see where else the cars come on the leaderboard, and if some cars are maybe 14th, 15th together. That would be an interesting thing to know, if any of the cars are exactly the same.
Yeah, that consistency. Very different though, can you compare the 14th to something 30th? Yeah. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I would also, I just want to say congratulations to RIMAU Racing, because obviously Nebula yesterday set a faster time than them. They were in the top 3, and obviously these reaction times have really pulled them back, and they've managed to win almost every single race. So it's really important. So well done, Mohammed.
There you go. We'll chat to you in a second. We've got one more race to go, and I'm curious to see how Car B does for Nebula, as Aaron pointed out at the touchscreen. One to watch. I like that. We've got ones to watch today. It is lane 2 taking the win again. RIMAU Racing. Reaction 0.169. Whew. Actually, you're gonna get that from me. 0.169. That's the fastest reaction time I have seen today so far. A very quick finish time as well. Just that acceleration it got.
So in that video, you could really see how much the reaction time did impact when the cars did set off. Because recently have been really, they just look like they go at the same time. But that one, you can see that there was definitely a backdraft from the RIMAU Racing.
It looked like there was two sort of the gun going in a race as you're running went off twice there. Guys, at RIMAU Racing, give me your lowdown then. 10 out of 10 performance there for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's more than 10.
More than 10. Okay. I like that about RIMAU Racing. I said you can have it out of 10, and they've said more than 10. Very confident. So what happens for the rest of the day then for you guys? What happens?
We have pit display judging after this, so we're still going to
we have to get ready for that, yeah.
And what does that involve then? Talk us through it. For those that are new to F1 in schools, how will you set up that pit display?
So,
well, well, for the pit display judging, it's more to ask about the sponsors and how we're going to actually set up the pit display if we were to actually set it up in real life. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how we're going to explain that to the judges and how unique our pit display is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Q Adam, I want to ask, because normally when we're able to all be in the same venue together and you set up those pit displays, I would normally be walking down chatting to you. I'll get like a minute, 90 seconds to talk to you. So tell me, how are you grabbing my attention? Tell me what your pit display has.
Well, for our pit display, we mainly focus on a lot of elements that are appealing to the younger generation. So as you can see by our backdrops, we focus a lot of our pop art elements, a lot of very bombastic, bright colors in order to capture our audience's eyes. Besides that, we also focus a lot on our conservation of the Malayan tiger agenda, which is why you see the stripes here. And all of that was possible with the help of all of our sponsors and our 3 main ones on top of us right now: Supreme FinTech, MyCEB, and also Delta Elite. So we have to say a massive thank you to them.
Yeah, indeed. Well, that's great. I love the word bombastic. That's my second favorite word of the day, bombastic. Love it. Mohammed, finally, Amy wants to know, what is the secret to your fast reactions? Do you have a top tip?
Just play a lot of games.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. All right, listen, RIMAU Racing, always a pleasure to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.
Take care.
All right.
Thank you.
It was our pleasure.
But what games?
Yeah.
Didn't specify. Nebula racing, there they are, Quokka and the rest of the crew. How do we feel after watching the reaction times, and how much of a difference on that race 4 in terms of the reaction time compared to RIMAU racing? That was fascinating.
Yeah, I'm honestly really impressed by those reactions by RIMAU. Those were really quick. Yeah, it was awesome to see. Like, we're pretty happy with our car times.
Didn't quite go to plan, but you know, it'll
go. Very happy with our performance, and either way, we've gave it our best shot. So we'll just have to see how it all ends up.
Yeah, isn't that engineering in essence though? Like, hey, I think this will happen. That's the plan, and it goes out the window, and you make a new plan. Nebula, you are the plan team where stars are born. What's in store for the rest of the day?
So we've got pit display judging coming up as well as RIMAU. We've got it, I think, just after them. So yeah, just preparing for that, and then we're all done. Feedback sessions and knockouts tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm loving the backdrop. I'm really taking it all in, looking at all of your sponsors. Do you think you've done them a great job? Thank you very much. You don't need to bow at me, Nebula. You no need to do that. Do you want to give a shout? Oh, no, not at all. What about your sponsors? Do you think your pit display shows everything it needs to with your team and the whole process of this competition?
We're really happy with our pit display. Incorporates a lot of unique elements. And yeah, without giving too much away, definitely showcasing all of our sponsors, could be set up really easily and uses some really cool technology. So,
well, there you go. And I don't know if you can see me at the moment. I'll bow back. Have a great day. Enjoy the pit displays. Take care, Nebula. Great chatting to you. There you go. Brilliant to chat to them and find out how they're feeling. Pit displays, is that a nerve-wracking moment, or is it quite an exciting one because you get to really say and explain everything that you're about?
Yeah, I used to always try to spy on the other teams when they were doing their pit display judging, because we obviously seen them and we've seen them being set up, and then you want to really know what's going on in the mind behind the team, so you kind of linger around when the judges are talking to them. Okay. That's what we used to do. Yeah,
hey, you're getting that edge, that little bit extra. And you, with your pit display, was using inflatables of some description?
Yes, we took an inflatable pit display, so we had it all bundled up in a suitcase because we didn't want to do freight. Yeah. We had it bundled up in a suitcase, and then put basically a big hairdryer, and then it just blew up in 20 minutes and we left.
That's incredible, whereas a lot of other teams are spending ages setting things up. Aaron, over at the touchscreen, he did just out of vision, he just gave me a little point, he said, I'm ready. The cheeky point, love it, Aaron. What have you got for us?
Yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to do was highlight the things that teams have done particularly well, and RIMAU Racing, I mean, you guys literally nailed a lot of the stuff that I wanted to talk about. It's amazing. So to showcase what they mean when they say that pop arty comic book style, these are some of the things that they do. So you can see the Enterprise front cover there. This is on their pit display. They've just really nailed that across their entire brand. Even their Zoom backgrounds use that same comic book effect. It's really amazing and just creates such a good cohesive brand. Another thing that they've done awesomely is they didn't just make comic book style, they actually made a comic book. So they have comic strips that they've been posting on their Instagram and all of their social media to highlight the conservation of the Malaysian tiger. I think that's just absolutely wonderful. So hats off to the graphic designer and the artist, real artist who did this. That's amazing.
That is so cool. Thank you very much, Aaron. Just one of the designs, pit display that he's picking up and noticed from the different work out there. So cool, the comic book idea, really nice idea.
I haven't seen that really.
Yeah, and to add that into the social media as well. But the team behind me, all the way from Thailand, Sama Prakan, Sawadi, welcome to the show this morning. How are you guys doing?
It's been very good.
Oh, well, great to chat to you today. What have you learned from yesterday, and what are you looking forward to today?
Yesterday, we learned like how to do presenting for the engineering and engineering. Today we look forward like in presenting enterprise and media judging.
Okay, enterprise and media judging. All right. And in terms of reaction time, who set these times?
I was the one who set the time.
Pawat, so what were your tips? How did you focus? How did you get in the zone to set the times? What did you do?
So I feel like
when I'm doing the reaction time, there was some times that I tend to have like a slower reaction time, but when I'm more awake, I could do like better reaction time. So I tend to get myself more active before doing the actual reaction time, so that my reaction time is a bit faster.
Okay, I like that. I'm still waiting to hear, like, did you listen to music while you were doing it, or did you have complete silence?
Not really. I did listen to music before I started doing to make me a bit more awake. So,
very cool. What music of choice would you go for before doing it?
Ooh.
Drum and bass?
Yeah, I feel like it's drum and bass.
Yeah, something upbeat, lots of energy. All right, well listen, Hanuman, you did a fantastic job yesterday. I'm looking forward to seeing your reaction times, but I want to talk to your opposition on the track. Celestial, you set an incredibly fast time.
Oh, they're all together.
Yeah, all together. Mitchell, you made it. Dear, I love the energy. Listen, what did you learn from yesterday that you want to take on board for today?
Well, we learned we had a pretty quick car, I think it's safe to say. We're super happy with our performance with that. We did the reaction timing and we're happy with that, Braden being the one who did it. So, yeah, super keen to see what happens. We've had all of our judging so far, so bit of a relief to sit down and just watch the cars race.
Oh, great to hear that, Lachlan. Who set the fastest time? Can you point out again?
That was me here.
Okay, talk us through it then. What was the technique? Because obviously, knockout competition could be winning that smaller Pirelli tyre. Everyone's got their eyes on that. What was your system for the reaction time?
I think it was just important for me to stay focused, but more importantly, I took some inspiration from one of the previous World Final Teams Ascension, and actually had some headphones on and was listening to some whale music. So that helped me get into the mood and get ready for racing.
Okay, did you say, let me confirm this, Braden, whale music?
Yes, it's it was Crofty back in 2019 made a good attempt of recreating the music that one of the teams was listening to during reactions, and I found that got me in the best mindset for reaction racing.
You wouldn't believe the difference it makes.
Just a low, like a low melodic hum.
Yes.
It's very good.
Oh,
very effective.
Oh, we've got someone doing it.
Would you want to give a recreation?
Yeah, I would.
If you'd like to go as well.
Celestial, I would love to hear this if you can give us the demonstration, just so people can hear it in their head.
No, it's you, mate.
Go for it.
Go for it. Recreate the sounds we're listening to.
No. There was we're not going to have a go at this. I think I'm going to leave the glory to Crofty back in 2019 and
Braden,
focus on the racing.
Braden, you do an amazing job. That was well handled, diplomatically, with style. Well done there, sir. That was beautiful work. Guys, I just know that if that was me, I felt like my team are egging me on. I've got to do it. I've got to do it now. But that is well handled. Well, Celestial, we'll see how well you do with the reaction times and whether the whale music works, because we can go trackside right now to see what happens. Whale music? Where do you even download that?
Yeah, I thought that's what you used to go to sleep.
Yeah, but maybe just putting you in that complete zone. Here we go then. Well, it was quick. It seems to have worked. Celestial, 0.224 with the reaction time on the track, 1.074. I believe that's one of the fastest times set today.
Yes, very quick.
Just watching the replay there. Love the slow-mo there, but still a very fast time from Hanuman as well. Braden, it's working. The whale music.
Yes, that's
sorry.
So,
what was the question?
Do you know what? I feel like I'm with Celestial at the moment. Just getting all 6 of them to sit in one place is hard enough. Mitchell decides when he wants to do it and when he doesn't want to do it.
Look, Tom, you're like a brother to us, Tom. Come on. I've known you forever. Look, I made you a promise yesterday, Tom, and I had to keep it, okay? I said I'd be here today, so I'm here today, right?
Yeah, well, I take it on board, Mitchell. I love your work. I feel like we're besties now. Listen, Mitchell and the rest of the guys, best of luck for your car B. And just quickly chat to Hanuman. Very fast time there, Pawat. Well done with your time, your reaction time. Are you happy with that time your car set there?
It was decent. I'm happy with that. Not so bad. Still meet our expectation.
Okay, all right. Expectations being met. Let's go trackside then, Amy. Let's see if car B can do just as well. So Hanuman in lane 1 and in lane 2, Celestial. Very fast car, as we know, Celestials.
Even quicker.
Even quicker, yeah. Good reaction times from Hanuman. Sub 0.3 that Amy set earlier in the demonstration, and mine, I full started, but don't worry about it. So great times there, and a 1.045. That matches their fastest speed, I believe, from yesterday. Yes, it does indeed. 1.045. Very fast car indeed. I wonder, Aaron, have you got the stats on the 2 teams in terms of all the numbers and data?
Yeah, I do indeed. That's one of the things that I just wanted to highlight there. So we saw 1.045 from Celestial. They've got that time 3 times, exactly that, 1.045, 3 times in a row. Incredible consistency. With that time, they managed to get joint 7th out of the 88 cars yesterday, and I'm blown away. By the way, I wanted to say about whale music, it's not the weirdest thing I've heard. Everybody knows that the speed of light is incredibly fast, but I remember that there were teams, and I think I even tried at one point, when you have the lights, you get as close to it as possible so the light travels to your eye faster to increase your reaction speed. I've heard all kinds of things that people try. We did, there's obviously the energy drinks, which aren't great for you, but people would go running around the like the Silverstone Wing or wherever the competition was being held just to get their heart rate up and to get that energy. And you know, some things work, some things don't, and it's just up to your personal choice. So whale music, I completely respect that. It's not the weirdest thing I've heard.
Okay, Aaron's adding it to his Spotify or any other music download system playlist. What I noticed there with the session 1 of all cars, a 7 and another 7. Amy, you said you wanted to see that at the bottom there, session 1, all cars ranked 7 and 7. That is the consistency.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm really impressed by that. I didn't think there'd be any that would be close, but to have exactly the same, they've done really well.
7 and 7 for the rank there. Hanuman, you're in the screen now from Thailand. Seeing the times and what that does, that takes you up to 35th now with a 1.158. Still room for improvement when you move in the other lane, but are you happy with this?
Yes, I'm pretty happy with the result. It's still faster than the yesterday racing time, so I'm pretty happy with the result.
Oh, great stuff. All right, Hanuman, well, listen, we'll leave you where you are for the time being. Just seeing leaderboard just to the side of me here. Thank you very much, Amy. I feel like we're on a shopping channel now. So as you can see, guys, but those are great times being set, and that has Celestial in 6th place now. Reaction total times, 1.045. Great stuff from them. We've still got 2 more races from their team to put together. Yeah, very interesting stuff. And in my head now, I'm thinking that drum and bass you said you would listen to, maybe that's getting you too pumped up, too excited.
I mean, we, like Aaron said, everyone tries so many things. And my teacher used to make me watch spider videos because I'm terrified of them.
And that, to get your senses, to get the adrenaline. Yes, that makes
sense. So there's been a lot of different methods used.
Okay, I'll tell you what, just show me, I hate heights. I'm not necessarily scared of them, I just hate them.
We'll show you some.
Yeah, just
we'll get you back on
just even the thought of it, just sweating from my hands. Right, we can go trackside now then. Let's hope the adrenaline was pumping for both teams as they set their reaction times. Oscar, left-handed push, there it is. Again, another win for Celestial, very fast indeed. And finally, broken that fastest time of 1.033. That moves them, as you can see, with the leaderboard, immediately up to 4th place. Find out how they feel after that.
You can really see there how the brushes do impact the rear wing, how much force goes into it. So it's really impressive when teams make sturdy ones.
Yeah, and obviously when you make a sturdier vehicle, you obviously may be losing out on a bit of speed, but Celestial seem to be making it work perfectly there. Celestial all the way in Australia. Reaction times are good, moving up to 4th now.
Yeah, it's awesome. Super happy. We're super happy with that.
Yeah, and incredibly, Aaron noticed, and looking at out of the 88 cars, you're ranked 7th for both of your cars. That's super consistent. What do you put that down to?
Well, if you build them both the same, I suppose the hope is that they'll end up very similar.
Exactly right. We emphasised and made sure that we are designed and manufactured two identical race cars, and I think that's coming through in the racing.
Thank you very much, Brendan. Great to chat to you guys. One more race then. We'll go trackside now to see whether we can get a sub 1.033. The mix up there from the race director was going to go left-handed, right-handed. Does it make any difference? No, not at all. So 1,000th of a second off from 9 degrees. Can it be beaten? Oh, we saw there. That looks like a breakage being
I jinxed it.
Indicated by Sam, the crossing of the arms. Celeste will still take that win, a 1.049. So around that ballpark, very quick times. Let's watch that again. It is fascinating to watch that rear wing just hitting those bristles and popping straight off.
Shame. Like I said, it's very, what we said, tricky height for the bristles, definitely, with the rear wing.
Lucy, did you see that in action? Sam took his hands out of his pockets just in time to almost catch the rear wing. What did you see?
Yeah, we got the signal from Sam, so unfortunately Hanuman's rear wing has unfortunately fallen off. It'll now get repaired by Gary, so fingers crossed it'll be okay to race.
Okay, and at any point are you having your photo taken there, Lucy? It looks like a camera's being set up to take a picture of you.
Well, I did my hair all nice especially, so you never know.
Oh, I didn't want to mention, Lucy, but it's looking really nice again.
Thanks, Tom.
Well, I mentioned it off air, but I'll mention it on air now as well. So there you go, Celestial, congratulations on that. A nice cheeky wave from Mitchell. Overall, talk to me. Tell me.
We've actually got something for you.
Oh, go on then.
So we've actually managed to find the whale music.
Oh, yes!
Noise. What's that, Flipper?
Oh, that's brilliant.
There we go.
That's awesome.
Right from the source of David Croft himself.
That's what gets you in the mood for fast reactions.
Listen, I'm gonna throw one back towards you guys. There's an artist called Mr. Scruff. And he has a song called The Fish Song. So there you go, Mr. Scruff Fish. Let me know how you feel about that tomorrow. Listen to it, and we'll. We've traded. That's what this is.
Start a blog, upload to the Celestial blog.
Awesome.
Fish music reviews.
Celestial, always good fun to chat to you. You've done amazingly well. You should be very proud of yourselves. We'll chat to you tomorrow. Take care.
Appreciate it.
Take care. Thank you.
There you go. Always learning. It's a trade of ideas. I like that. Listen, Hanuman, you saw the rear wing pop off there. Engineering team, what do you make of that? We'll obviously super glow it if you make it to the knockout round to fix it. But what are your thoughts on the races you've seen?
I think that I made a mistake on gluing the rear wing because I feel like I didn't glue it tight enough. So that's why when the car went on the racetrack, it broke, fly off, and it hit the brushes.
Okay.
I think that's the problem with the glue, that I didn't attach it too tightly.
Yeah, but still setting fast times. Gary Anderson, the chair of judges, will hopefully get that all fixed if you make it to the knockout. I wish you the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, Hanuman.
Thank you.
There you go. Always thinking about it, reflecting. In hindsight, oh, if I'd have done this, maybe I'd have done that. That can eat teams up a little bit, can't it? At times?
It's good on a development point of view because you know what you need to improve on. So it makes the next time even easier.
Brilliant. I like that. I like that positive thinking. All right, we move on to our next race then, Amy. We have got KERIS Racing from Malaysia taking on Pharos. This one I'm looking forward to. Two very excitable teams, full of knowledge, full of brilliant design work that we have seen that I'm sure our main man, Aaron, will be able to talk about in just a second. But before we go there, I'd actually like to talk to KERIS Racing. Good morning from the UK.
Good morning. From Malaysia. Good afternoon from Malaysia.
What time is it in Malaysia right now, where you are?
Oh, it's currently 4:36 p.m.
Okay.
4:36. Oh, 4.
4:36.
4.
Oh.
4:36.
Arena, what time do you think it is? Where do you think you are?
I'm so sorry. I've been busy with judging all day, so my mind's all over the place.
That's okay. And how has it gone today?
Oh, it went pretty well.
Good.
Yeah, and
It went smoothly.
And how did you find the judges? A lot of teams have said they're very nice and friendly and put you at ease so that you can display everything you need to. Did you find that?
Definitely, they were so nice.
Very friendly.
They're very encouraging. We're not nervous at all.
Our confidence.
Yeah, because you don't want to be nervous. You don't want to be nervous, so if they put you at ease, then you're able to really give a full account of what you guys are about. It's been great to chat to you for the last 2 days. How have you found the races?
Oh, they're very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
It's scary.
And a little bit of scary there. What about your car then? In terms of the reaction time, who set the fastest reactions?
That would be me and Kalish.
Yeah, both of us.
Yeah.
Okay. And did you listen to any music before you did the reaction times?
I didn't know it was just pure silence.
Pure silent. Super silent. That's how Kalish needs it.
Yeah.
Super silent. Don't make a noise. Love it. So those reaction times, add it to the speed of your car that you saw yesterday. How do you think you will do?
Hopefully, our car will perform much better today. We're still working on finding out why it wasn't up to our expectation yesterday, but hopefully with our reaction time today, it will go better.
Okay, well, I wish you the best of luck, KERIS Racing, and I will test you, Arena, as I say goodbye, what time it is again, so stay tuned for that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, all right, guys, great to chat to you this morning. We also have Pharos from Shanghai in China. Good to see you again. Stephen checking his hair is looking good. I like it, Stephen. Thank you very much. What did you find about setting those reaction times? Was it difficult or easy for you?
I thought actually it is an easy job, but when it comes to the official 15 times, I got really nervous, and my performance is actually not as well as my normal performance. So I think this is something I can improve on. My attitude towards the formal stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be relaxed. You have to be in the right mindset and mind frame. Did you listen to music before you set your reaction times?
No, I did not.
Okay, all right, okay.
Super silent teams.
Yeah, very silent teams. So KERIS Racing, as you mentioned, Amy, they liked pure silence. And Pharos, pure silence as well. Well, I wish you the best of luck. And were you happy with the speed of your car yesterday?
Well, we think we can improve some the performance today because yesterday was not really satisfying.
Okay, all right. Well, I thought you did a great job yesterday. I'm going to find out all about your car from Aaron over at the touchscreen, all by the awards. I think Aaron's going to get an award at the end of the day as well.
That would be lovely.
That would be nice. Actually, do you know what? I'll save it for the awards show on Tuesday.
Oh, I'd love that.
Okay, all right, look forward to this part. So you've had a look at the cars. What have you noticed?
Yeah, so we've got all the stats up of the cars, and actually I think one of the most interesting things here is that these guys are probably our most evenly matched teams this morning, well, at least so far. KERIS Racing and Pharos, you can see 68-65 for KERIS, 72-69 for Pharos. So reactions, I think, are going to make a huge role here. And yeah, it's this one. If I had to call it, I don't think I would. It's too close to call. It would just be a gamble on this one, yeah.
Okay, but so you're sitting on the fence, or are you going to predict maybe for race 1?
Well, I mean, I think I have to go with that idea of the lightest weight one is the best. But you see, there's almost 5 to 6 grams of difference between these two cars. Pharos coming in at 55.8, 56, KERIS at 50. And yet still, Pharos is able to compete. I think that they must have some gravity, some magical technique that they've been keeping secret. But that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, if I had to guess, I'd go with KERIS, but honestly, it's close. It's very tight.
And I'll go with the Magical Pharos.
Magical Pharos. I like that. That's the new name for you guys at Pharos. Magical Pharos. What is the secret? A heavier car, but getting good speeds?
Well, I believe from the material of the wheels, we did some improvements.
Okay, so it's down to the material. Material magic, that's what we will call it. Well done, guys. We'll chat to you after we've seen the race. KERIS Racing, what did you make of Aaron's breakdown of your vehicle?
Oh, we're very nervous, but come on, Kalish, you can go on.
No, I think we go more towards the weight of the car rather than the specs in general. So I hope that the weight plays an important role in the speed of our car.
Yeah, and I've got to ask, maybe I come to Irina, what do you have in store for the rest of the day? What judging is left to do?
We only have our pit display judging after this, and then we'll be free for the day.
Okay, all right, listen, guys, well, I wish you the best of luck with that. Well, while we get ready to go trackside, let's have a small video right now just to explain everything of F1 in schools.
What is F1 in schools?
F1 in Schools is a global STEM challenge, working with industry partners to provide an exciting and challenging educational experience. A group of 3 to 6 students form a team, think of a name, allocate job roles, and start to design their miniature Formula 1 car of the future. The teams follow a systematic engineering design process to manufacture and race their cars, making sure they comply with a comprehensive set of technical regulations. To do this, they use professional CAD software, like Autodesk Fusion 360, and manufacture their car components using CNC machines. Once the cars are painted and assembled, they take to the track to race. Powered by compressed gas along a 20-metre racetrack, the cars are capable of speeds over 75 km per hour. The racing is fast and exciting, but there is more to the challenge, as it inspires learning not only in STEM subjects, but wider skills including project management, marketing, teamwork, innovation and communication. These wider skills are assessed by judges from education and industry. At competitions, the teams submit their cars and portfolios and also give a project presentation. F1 in Schools operates globally from ages 9 to 19, with teams taking part in school, regional and national level competitions. With the winners progressing at each stage, only the very best make it through to the World Finals. F1 in Schools is a life-changing experience for all involved, with many success stories of competitors who've come through F1 in Schools and have gone on to achieve significant outcomes in their lives. For some, that means working in Formula 1, where the experience of F1 in Schools serves as the ideal grounding for the challenges and demands of elite-level competition.
There you go. So that brings everybody up to speed. Thank you very much for joining us today. Don't forget, any questions you have, we've got a dedicated team waiting in the wings. There you go. See what I did there? Little pun. They are waiting in the wings to answer any of those questions. You can email us at contact@f1inschools.com. Also, you can leave us a comment below if you're watching on YouTube, or you can get in touch with the social media channels at F1 in Schools HQ, which is on Twitter, Instagram. And what are we not on? Facebook. We're on that. We're also on TikTok. But right now, joining us on this magnificent stage next to our Williams car and all of the trophies, Pirelli tyres as well, is one of the founder and chairman, Andrew Denford from F1 in Schools. Andrew, morning to you. What have you noticed over the last day and to this morning as well? I mean, we've got the trophies up, but how well have these schools done and impressing you?
Yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, to see, what's going on today with the reaction time that's all been loaded in, and how just like the real thing. I know we're not in a ballroom or the Do Forum in Abu Dhabi, but just the racing, the actual reaction times all being logged previously, and coming up with obviously what will now be used for the knockout competition tomorrow. It's great. I mean, and the standard of cars again up to another level, and the variant. I couldn't believe the variation of cars when you think that there's some of the wings at the front are this high, some are down below, and then the rear wings, and just the formation of the cars as they evolved over the last 12 months with a few tweaks of the rules and regulations. It's incredible. Bit of super glue being used up there, as you can imagine. I think one of the things we're going to ask the teams to do next year is send their, hopefully we're not going to be a virtual event, send their preferred glue that they would like to use on their wings. I think we've gone through about 5 different variants of glue over the last 24 hours, but they're all racing today. So all 43 cars times 2 are up and running, ready to go.
Yeah, and yesterday we were talking, Andrew, myself and Amy were talking to you in terms of the setup and delivering such a great competition for everybody. The sort of CEO of F1, Stefano Domenicali, would be very happy. He left us a message in the opening show, and the likes of Boris Johnson. It's just amazing to know that the standard of work replicates the judges and the support that we get.
Yeah, it is, and they... we've had messages from Aramco saying how incredibly impressed they are with everything. I mean, this is their first World Finals, and I mean, they're blown away with it, as we are, and Formula One and everybody's seeing what we're doing. It's the real thing. The only thing they're not doing here is obviously intermingling with each other, having, social time, but they are getting the full experience, the verbals, the portfolio judging, the engineering judging is going on live. I mean, who'd have thought 18 months ago our life would be all built on Zoom? And implementing it into our challenge has been, phenomenal for us. But we couldn't have done this without Zoom, could we?
No, we couldn't have. And one final question. Amy and I would like to know, are you going to stand in front of our monitor again today at any point so that we can't see the races?
Block our view.
Are you going to block our view today?
I'm going to keep going. Best of 7, best of 9, best of 11. Until I get and beat Amy. Okay. Do you want to look at these trophies, or is that...
Do you know what, Andrew? We'll hold that for a little bit later on, because I believe we can go trackside now, and we will get KERIS Racing and Pharos ready to set their reaction times. Thank you very much, Andrew. So there we go. We're seeing right now, Lucy, Kyle and Oscar by the trackside. You've got KERIS Racing in lane 1. Very fast time from KERIS Racing, a 1.1 time there, total race time of 1.328, reaction time very good. And just to let you know that we will show you those trophies one more time again.
Everyone can get excited.
Yeah.
What's on offer?
Yeah, see the Pirelli Knockout Tyre Trophy, but very good times there set from the guys. Great to watch there. Hands over face for some of the team for KERIS Racing. What did you make of that, guys?
We were very happy with the result. It was much better than yesterday, so I hope it keeps on going at that.
Yeah, keep going, get even faster. That's what we want to see. And did you notice anything different about the car? Did it perform as you expected it to?
Yeah, it performed much better than yesterday, I guess, because we had an advantage through the reaction time. So I think that's what set the bar high for our car today. But let's see if the other races perform as well as the first race did.
Yeah, and hopefully your reaction times, Kalish, help you. So well done to you for improving everything. You're right to have a smile on your face. And Pharos, what did you see with your race that just took place there? Happy with it? We know what we can improve on with that reaction time?
Well, I think, of course, reaction time can improve, but seems like the cars are slightly a little bit faster, as yesterday is like a warm-up for our cars.
Yeah, yesterday was a warm-up.
Yeah, and also.
Yeah?
Yeah, and also it is the slowest one among all my reaction times. So I think we can definitely be better in the following rounds.
Yeah.
Very good news.
That is great news. Yeah, that one was just a tester. I get faster now. Great to hear. Let's go trackside then and see an improved reaction time from the Pharos team. Trackside right now, the team will be setting everything up. It's already in place. And as you can see, Pharos in 36, 31st place for KERIS Racing. See if that can improve. Yeah, much quicker reaction time. 1.178 for KERIS Racing. They take that win. Just watching replay now, Pharos 0.233, improving all the time. No movement from either team on the leaderboard, but the leaderboard will be helping and going together. I know that Andrew Denford is in place by the trophies in just a second, so we'll go to him to give us a little description of what's happening on the trophies. If he's sort of getting in position, I believe. I'm seeing on this massive stage right now with the Williams car. Andrew, I was wondering if you could just point out some of the trophies that we have, some of your favourites perhaps, and amazing support of the F1 teams donating.
Yeah, I don't know if we're getting a roving camera in here. We could ask John to come down at some point. But yeah, every one of the 10 teams have given us a trophy, plus Pirelli, of course, which is I want that trophy really. That's a knockout trophy, which is a miniature wheel, all engraved, miniature tyre. And then we've got incredible, like a brake drum here from
Andrew,
Toro Rosso.
You can actually go over. Where is that brake trophy? It's just over there.
This one here. This is the Pirelli knockout trophy, all engraved. And this huge thing here, which is from Toro Rosso, Alpha Tauri. That's going for the, let's have a quick look now, make sure I get this right, Pit Display Award. But even small and intricate ones, the Alpine one here, I mean, this is unbelievable in terms of the machining that's gone into that. Proper engineering trophy, you could say. That's Innovative Thinking Award. 6-Axis Machining Centre will have produced that. And then, of course, you can see the globes from the FIA. So you've got one there for the Scrutineering Award and a similar one for the Women in Motorsport Award down here as well. But the one that really sticks out and probably has taken a few... well, probably weeks to produce has been this one here from Alfa Romeo. And they've got little scorch marks here, which are just amplifying. I mean, the detail that's gone into that, that's incredible. So, yeah, I mean, it's been something we've been doing for probably 10 years now, getting the support of all the Formula One teams. And it seems like it's becoming a competition of who can give us the best trophy. So if you've got the Ferrari one here, that has been mounted on carbon fibre. So that will arrive into somebody's school somewhere, along with another big box full of goodie bags. So in some case, baseball caps that have been signed by both drivers.
Those are obviously individual awards, but when we look back over here at the 1, 2 and 3, incredible stuff there as well for the main trophies. And what I love is being able to see those trophies all day, every day, to know what all the hard work the team like next to me, Pharos, are going through to try and win some of them. But in terms of that main trophy, what's the difference this year with ARAMCO as well?
Well, so this has been, so going back to when we started with our relationship with Formula One, 2005, we had the Bernie Ecclestone World Champions Trophy, which was replaced 3 years ago with this F1 in Schools Formula One support of this trophy. But we've taken all the previous winners, all 15 previous winners are all on here. And Evolve UK have added their plaque to this, which is great. So I've done a complete, we've filled the base, and now we're heading up round here. So hopefully, I don't know how long I'm going to last. But below there, we're going to have to put another base on maybe at some point in time.
And just to let everybody know, we will be. That was fine. You stay there, Mr. Andrew. But obviously, just to let people know, the finger marks will be wiped off before we send the trophies. Andrew, a real pleasure to chat to you, to look at those trophies. I want to go trackside now because I think we can get racing underway. So don't forget, as Andrew has kindly pointed out, some of the trophies that can be won for the awards. He was desperate to do a mic drop, was Andrew, but it was told by the staff and team that may break the microphone. Great reaction time there, 0.209. Very fast for KERIS Racing, getting the win on the track. Andrew was going to come over to the main area where Amy and I are sat because provided by ARAMCO, a brand new F1 in schools World Final trophy will be sent out to the winners. So that is the difference. It's just right here.
To keep.
To keep. Forever. Forever, ever? Yes, forever. It's right here. So they get a chance to win that. And what we're going to do is be professional and not touch it. No fingerprints. No, on that. Great stuff there. Would you notice anything from that race? That was race 3 between Pharos and KERIS Racing.
Yeah, well, KERIS had a really fast reaction time. So that's the fastest they've had, 0.209. So a really quick one, just trying to get under that 0.1. So, yeah, really good work.
Okay, great stuff there. I know they'll be very happy with those times set. Always, as I've seen from every single team, is that competitiveness to get better, to improve constantly. Any team that said, no, we're happy with that, we don't see that ever. They're always thinking, how can I improve? Let's go trackside then for our last race between these two teams. The Malaysian team of KERIS Racing and the Chinese team Pharos. All set up. And there you go, you can see Andrew's hot-footed it all the way up to the racetrack. Now chatting to Gary. That is lane 2 that takes the win. So again, KERIS Racing. And breakages on both sides, I believe. We'll get Lucy to give us...
That looks like a whole front has come off.
The lowdown on that. You don't want to see that.
No.
Just watching them work. Kyle to the left, Sam to the right.
But the race is over.
Yes, across the line.
Positives.
I think it seemed to have hit the side.
No, it looks like it, well, they would know, but I think it looks like it's a deceleration bit at the end. I think the front might have just come off.
Yeah. Very
close.
close.
To fix that.
Very close to the right-hand side of the track, but like you say, hitting the bristles in the deceleration. So there we go, we'll get a lowdown on that. But Pharos, overall, 4 races with your reaction time. How do you feel now?
Well, it's obvious that it's significant. They have significant deficits on our car performances, but we are glad that we can learn from the World Finals.
Yeah, learning, that's what it's all about. Thank you very much, Pharos. Lucy, what happened there?
So, unfortunately, I don't know if we can see, I'm going to get Kyle and hook it. KERIS' car has just completely snapped in half. So hopefully we'll get some super glue on that, and we've got a new spray adhesive as well, so hopefully that'll help it stick together.
You know it's serious when the spray adhesive comes out. Thank you very much, Lucy. Well, I have KERIS Racing on Zoom with me now, partners of F1 in Schools World Finals. You can see, I can see a picture. We'll try and show that to you, KERIS Racing. There it is. That is the situation with the car. Feel like that would have been, I'm seeing their reactions, you can't. What do you make of that then, guys? Talk me through it.
Well, first of all, we're very happy with how our car performed throughout this race. It's definitely better than yesterday. And regarding the breakage, maybe Kalish can talk more about that.
Yeah, I think it was my fault for making the car nose too long and too small. So I think that I can learn from that in the future. But hats off to Pharos for making their car as durable as possible.
Yeah, definitely about learning.
Yeah, learning is what it's all about. Well, thank you very much. And finally, Arena, what is the time in Malaysia?
It just hit 5. Just hit 5.
All right, Kalish, is that correct?
That is correct. Indeed.
Yes, brilliant.
It's all about learning.
KERIS Racing, thank you very much, and best of luck. Hopefully you make it to the knockout, so we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Take care to you guys too.
Talking to you.
Always a pleasure. KERIS Racing, what a lovely team. Thank you very much to Pharos. We'll see you tomorrow as well. Take care.
Thank you. See ya.
Going to give a little wave there to the guys in China, in Shanghai. So moving on to our next matchup, and this one I'm looking forward to. VELIONNE Racing, a collaboration team of China and Malaysia, taking on Dark Matter, one of the very fast Australian teams.
Yeah, very fast team. Excited to see how this goes out.
Yeah, so as we mentioned a couple of times actually on the show today, and thank you very much for joining us, Amy's pointed out a couple of times that the 1, 2 and 3 for a large proportion of the day was made up of those Australian teams, and by the end of the day they'd been sort of moved back a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how they felt with that. VELIONNE Racing, you are with me now. How are we feeling today? Are we good?
Yeah, very excited.
Good.
Yes. Very excited.
Excited is good. Who set your reaction times?
Anis Ayuni.
Oh, okay. And so tell me, how did you set the times? What was your secret to getting a fast time?
Focus to the countdown.
Okay, focus and calming down. I like that. And do you think you'll do well today with your times, with your reaction time added on?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's good. Lots of confidence. I like to see that. We have your mascot on the desk with us, the lion. So we wish you the best of luck. Okay, let's chat to Dark Matter in Australia. There they are. Indiana sky joining. The waves are happening. Ali, tell me, what happened yesterday? What did you learn from it? And what are you looking forward to today?
Well, yesterday we did our pit display interview and our media interview. So we didn't really, I don't know, we learned that our car, actually, I learned that our car it's good. I'm proud of our engineer and I'm proud of the car. So I guess I learned that.
Hey, those are some good things to take from day one. Day two is about to begin now. We're going to see how your reaction times fare with the car as we go trackside. Then we'll be catching up with Aaron over at the touchscreen. And then we'll find out a bit more about the cars. But I'm intrigued. What difference will those reaction times make? Best of luck to both teams. Well, there you go. VELIONNE Racing taking that win. Reaction time of 0.187, one of the quicker times that we've seen. But Dark Matter taking the race win there with a 1.120. Given that initial head start, but then just losing it further down the track, VELIONNE Racing.
Yeah. Okay,
so there you go. Well done on those fast times. What did you make of that first race?
Seems pretty good so far. Seems consistent with how I was performing yesterday. So hopefully we can keep getting some good times, yeah.
Yeah, Sanjay, I don't think I've spoken to you yet. What have you enjoyed about the competition so far?
The racing's been really good. It's been fun to see how all the teams are doing, and pretty proud of all the Australian teams for going this well.
Yeah, and Sanjay, you're the only one wearing your Dark Matter hat. Why is that?
I'm just a big fan of it, that's all.
Looks like a cool guy.
Yeah, Sanjay's a cool guy, says Amy, so well done on that. Listen, we will go trackside again, see if your reaction time can improve the car even more. And always good to see, I don't think any breakages there, so that is a positive for both teams.
Very good.
So there you go. Lane 2 again, Dark Matter, just being pipped by VELIONNE Racing, I believe, with a 1.067. Reaction time very quick. Sort of good standard times being set there.
Yeah, all quicker than I did.
Yeah. I was just holding in the, but they obviously probably put in a lot more practice and wanted it a bit more. You're not competing.
No, especially after you false started, I didn't have to.
Okay, so sorry, I just didn't quite hear you, Amy. There, I must have lost you there on the connection for a second. Let's talk to Aaron, who's over at the touchscreen right now. Aaron, talk to me about what you've noticed in the cars.
Yeah, I mean, so I just want to point out one very interesting thing that I've seen here is that VELIONNE actually has a 49.9 gram car, so they're just slightly under the 50 gram, at least by our calibration here. So it's rather unfortunate when that happens, because I can guarantee that they sent it off and they were like, yep, this is bang on 50, and it's just arrived here and it's just barely below that, which is such a shame, but maybe it'll give them an advantage. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Dark Matter over here, they seem to be the winners in terms of positioning. Very consistent times, about the 1.07 mark both times. And yeah, they've got a slightly heavier car, but apparently it hasn't made much of a difference to them. They're still performing amazingly.
Yeah, and I know that you have found something quite interesting about VELIONNE Racing, which we'll catch up with you in a bit to discuss that. Another area, not just the racing side, but the presentation and all of the judging. Dark Matter, we've lost one of the team. They've decided they've had enough. 2 races and they're done. No, back. Thanks, Ali, for coming back and joining us. What do you make of those first 2 races then before we go into race 3 and 4?
I think they're pretty good so far. It's good to see getting around that 1.07 mark. It's always good. Hopefully we can get a little bit faster in the other lane.
Yeah, and pretty consistent in terms of both cars. Out of 88 cars, are pretty much there or thereabouts in terms of the same numbering. So congratulations on making 2 cars pretty identical. Obviously that was one of the key areas you wanted to focus on, but how did you manage that?
So it's just ensuring quality control when we're manufacturing the cars to ensure that all the parts were up to standard, and ensuring that we had a good finish to keep the friction low, and just ensuring that overall the car would perform great. Okay, and your space mascot, I just want to double check that they're not asleep. Can you give me a nod, please? You are still with us? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, just double checking because I couldn't see your eyes, so I wanted to make sure. Great to chat to you, Dark Matter. We're just getting ready to go back trackside. Some interesting points that Aaron picked out there in terms of the weight of the car, and in car B, VELIONNE Racing, a fraction, minimum, just amount away from that 50 grams.
Yeah.
Frustrating. How does something like that happen?
So it's exactly how Aaron says, is that you can weigh it at your school and it can be perfect. You've made it so it's exactly on the weight limit. And then you go to a different country, you send it here, and it's suddenly lost weight, or it's suddenly gained weight.
Yeah.
And you don't know how it happens. It's probably the different scales that are used, and Gary keeps those scales under lock and key, so no one can get to them.
Good.
But yeah, that's normally what happens.
Okay, all right. Well, I wish the best of luck to both of the teams. Let's go trackside now. We haven't heard from Lucy for a while. Why is that? Because there haven't been any breakages. So well done to both teams in that response. Okay, Dark Matter taking that win, crossing the line, but VELIONNE Racing, very good reaction, 0.19. Just seeing the replay here. 11 thousandths of a second quicker in terms of that reaction time, and you saw the difference it made there, but pretty equal, both cars.
Yeah, very good. I just want to know if the astronaut can see the races or if people are relaying the
mascot of Dark Matter, how are you seeing just the thumbs up probably being relayed? There's probably a headset in the helmet there that relays the sound quality if you can't quite see, but we can delve into that a little bit deeper in a moment. Let's go to see race 4 now, trackside. Photographer, as you're seeing, still taking lots of pictures up there, capturing these cars. Love going to a Grand Prix, seeing everyone try and capture the car as they go round. So lane 2, the winner there, with the speed it's saying on the finish gate. A very quick time, reaction time 0.184. Still the fastest we've seen is a 0.169.
VELIONNE have been improving their reaction time the whole way through.
Have they?
Yeah.
So I suppose that repetition.
Yeah.
And
getting practice.
Yeah, dealing with the pressure. Well, great stuff there from both teams. Dark Matter, 4 races, done, dusted. What is in store for the rest of the day?
Well, after this, we have our engineering and our scrutineering. So, yeah.
Okay, good. And I'm just noticing with Reynold, your surname is Win. That is a good mantra to have throughout the competition. Great to chat to you, Dark Matter. Best of luck for the rest of the day, and hopefully see you again tomorrow.
Thank you.
There you go, Dark Matter going. And then we have VELIONNE Racing. Now, Amy noticed you were getting quicker and quicker with your reactions. That must fill you with confidence.
Yes, very confident.
Very confident.
Oh, brilliant. Well, listen, I wish you the best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the judging and take care.
Thank you.
There you go. Such a lovely team, VELIONNE Racing there. Aaron, over on your side of things, what did you notice from VELIONNE Racing that you picked out or liked?
Well, actually, there's 2 things I wanted to talk about. KERIS Racing, there's something that I really wanted to mention about them that I just didn't get the chance. So I'm going to do a double whammy. I'm going to do KERIS and then I'm going to do VELIONNE Racing.
That's why he's here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's correct. So KERIS Racing, this absolutely blew my mind. I love this. So I was looking in their portfolio, and for their sponsorship tiering structure, instead of doing the standard, platinum, gold, silver, bronze that everybody does, they used the names of different cultural, historical figures. So one of their tiers, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this, I'm sorry, but it's Hang Tuah, who was a warrior, a Malaysian warrior born in the 15th century. And I think that is just fantastic, a great way to appeal to their local sponsors and also teach us something new. Amazing, guys, I love that. Next thing I want to talk about, let's get them up, VELIONNE Racing, there we go, perfect. They did some amazing fundraising. They set up vending machines in their school. They set up a 3D printing service. They've got entrepreneurship. They launched a sub-company within their F1 in Schools team called VELIONNE Entrepreneurship, and that's how they did a lot of their fundraising. And finally, they even did a recycling campaign and managed to make money off of that. I mean, what more can you ask for? An amazing team, just really supporting themselves. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, the innovation and coming up with ideas, because it can be quite daunting, I imagine, to get that sponsorship at the start of a project. You're like, how are we going to make money? But to come up with those ideas, I particularly like the vending machine one. What do our school like? Yeah, they like snacks. Let's profit on that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said in their portfolio. They said, well, people will be coming out of their classes and thinking, I'm hungry. They see it, and then it'll be in the back of their mind. They're playing mind games. They're trying to, that's the way that they're going to raise their sponsorship.
Yeah, but it's great. That's one advantage that they could use and latch onto. What sort of things did you do for sponsorship, Aaron?
Well, we were really fortunate to get a big sponsor early on. I think without them, we would have really struggled. But yeah, we did some sales. We did a bake sale at one point, which was really, really fun. Lucy was in charge of doing the actual baking. She was amazing. She pulled it together for us.
Okay, I'm yet to see some of this evidence of it, but we'll see if she bakes something before the final. Thank you very much, Aaron, on the touchscreen. Let's chat to our next matchup. One of the teams right now, Team Hyperbolt, all the way in India. Welcome back to the F1 in Schools World Final Arena here. How are you guys feeling? Good. All right, I'll take that. Good.
Very cool.
Very cool. Oh, okay. Have you got air conditioning? Siddharth, have you got air conditioning where you are?
Mentally cool.
Oh, mentally cool. I like it. All right. I want to ask about your reactions and how you set your times. What tips did you use to get the best time?
Well, I remember that at night we did it, so we were really tired. So I washed my face at least 2 times. Then I realized this trick that holding your breath will actually give you a better time. It will make you much more alert.
Ah, okay. I haven't heard that one. That's a great one. I'm jotting that down, Siddharth. So thank you very much for that. I hope it works out for you. We're going to go trackside now to see if holding the breath technique for reaction time helps the team. So we have here Team Hyperbolt from India taking on a Fabulous 9 from Malaysia. We'll chat to them very shortly. But best of luck to both teams. Seems to have helped there with the holding of the breath. 0.221. A Fabulous 9 getting a 0.357 reaction time. Definitely not the quickest that we have seen. So hopefully they'll improve as the day goes on. And yet their car still doing very well and actually taking just behind actually, yeah.
So here we can see how important it is to get a really quick reaction time because Hyperbolt had a slower car, but they still won the race.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it's good to see Hyperbolt. Happy with that?
Yeah. I got the first one yesterday.
Okay.
I think you can see the smile on my face. I need to get the answer.
Yeah, Siddharth, he's mentally cool, and that is a cool smile. Well, listen, great to chat to you. We'll speak to you in a moment, but I want to talk to Fabulous 9 all the way in Malaysia. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
You're
doing great. Fine.
That is a little bit of the Malaysian energy I like to see at this time of the day. It's keeping me alert, keeping me awake. Who did the reaction?
It was me and our marketing manager.
Okay, marketing manager. Yeah. Okay, so what was your secret then, Ju?
I just what did I say? He believes in himself.
What did you do then?
For me, it's like I like half daydream, but still kept my attention on the screen. You know?
Yeah. You were in the zone. I would call that in the zone.
It's like in the zone, yeah.
Oh, wow, I like that. Half daydream. Next time someone asks me, Tom, are you concentrating? No, I was half daydreaming. I was in the zone. Well, listen, let's see if your times improve before we talk to you again. Let's go trackside, Amy. Half daydreaming. I love that.
Good strategy, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works.
Just making sure you're almost focused on the thing that you're doing, but not solely focused on it. Yeah, faster time there from Fabulous 9.
Work.
Half daydream. .227. Overall time of 1.118 for Fabulous 9. And in a great time.
You can call that setting all green sectors.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, all of them.
We like to see 3 green sectors lit up. That seemed to work, the half daydream. For you guys. So 2 races done. How are we feeling?
Feeling great.
So far, so good. Yeah. So far, so good.
Yeah.
And from yesterday, what did you enjoy most about the competition?
Our enterprise judging.
Okay, and why was that?
Yeah, our enterprise judging went smooth. So we all
get to answer all the questions.
Ah, okay.
The judge also really nice.
They were very cool and nice.
It's friendly.
Ah, good. So they put you at ease. Well, talking to you guys puts me at ease. You're very relaxing to chat to, so that's making me nice and calm. I'm half daydream at the moment. I want to talk to the guys, Team Hyperbolt. Did you hear their strategy? Half daydream. Siddharth, you're there holding your breath. Did you go to half daydream at any point?
I did try to take, I guess, take a power nap before I set my time, but never heard of that strategy.
Okay, a power nap as well. I'm jotting all of these down. Power nap.
Hold your breath and then a power nap.
Yeah, Siddharth, how long were you power napping for? How many minutes?
2 minutes, 2 minutes, 33 seconds, and 2 milliseconds, 31 microseconds, and 29 nanoseconds.
Oh, amazing. Siddharth, thank you very much. Thank you very much for breaking that down. By the time you've fallen asleep, you're up again. 2 minutes? No way. Siddharth, great to chat to you. Were you happy with the times that your car set, A and B?
Yeah, we actually didn't expect a better time than last time because this was a nice surprise.
Okay. All right, well, halfway there. I'm going to go over to Aaron on the touchscreen. Amy, he's always got something to say about the cars. Where's the data on the screen?
I'm like a magician. There we go. Modern magician.
So from the data that you've got in front of you, Aaron, what do you make of the cars and what stands out for you?
Yeah, so as Hyperbolt said, they've improved their time, and it's really interesting to see the cars here have taken different approaches. So Hyperbolt has gone, their car is longer and wider, whereas Fabulous 9, it's a bit more narrow and shorter. And you could argue, I think Hyperbolt is going for the idea of having a longer wheelbase, might give you more stability and lateral stability and that sort of thing. And it's just really interesting to see those different approaches and how they pan out.
And the main difference I'm seeing, and this is just for the first time, a little bit of blue there on Fabulous 9. That's the difference colour-wise standing out for me, Aaron. So I mean, will that make it faster for the next 2 races?
So I've studied aerodynamics for about 34 years, and I can say that blue does make a car go faster.
I knew it.
As do flames, don't forget that one.
No, I won't forget that one at all.
Code.
Thank you very much. And stickers as well can help. Right, let's go trackside then for race 3. Thank you very much, Aaron. Amy, I'm looking forward to this one, the lane change. And we're seeing Lucy there sat down. Again, not much to do, no breakages.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, I think I have. I think we're okay. I think I got away with that one. So good reaction time. Team Hyperbolt maybe had a longer power nap there for the reaction time being slower than the previous ones. We're watching the replay. Fabulous 9 getting a much faster reaction time compared.
That's their quickest one so far too.
Is it?
Yeah, that's their quickest one. Very good.
Very good indeed. Hyperbolt, good to see there. A little bit slower with your reaction time, Siddharth. So what happened?
I've also realized that being too tensed gives a bad time.
Okay, being too tense gives a bad time. What did you enjoy yesterday in the judging?
I think our project management judging went absolutely amazing.
Okay, can anyone give me a bit more on that, the project management? Someone else tell me a bit more about it?
Basically, we have to tell how we manage our time, how we manage our documents, how we try to keep all our work in our scope. It was really fun talking to the judges about it.
Okay, good. All right, well, I can see now the leaderboard has joined us on the screen, Hyperbolt. So we can see where that puts you there. And setting a fast time, hopefully those times will improve and move up the table. One more race to go. But as we've seen, already a bit of movement this morning, which is always good to see.
Yeah, and I just think, I saw on Aaron's slide that Hyperbolt made a 82 and 83 for the cars. So very good considering they had development for 2 months.
Yeah.
They did a very good job to make sure the cars were almost identical, especially with the time constraints they had.
Well done, Hyperbolt. Okay, Amy, truck side, let's teleport, let's move straight there to the track side to see the guys setting up. I can hear in my ears there's a hive of activity, a lot of noise going on. So almost like Oscar, the race director, didn't want to push the button there.
He was hesitant.
Yeah, it was teasing us. Fabulous 9 in lane 1, lane 2, Team Hyperbolt. Very quick stuff there. Team Hyperbolt, a much faster reaction time than the previous one. As Siddharth said, it was too tense. He realised you get too tense you don't set a good time. So a total 1.361 as we watch the replay of Fabulous 9. You see on the screen, it was just to the left, no breakages. So great stuff there. Hyperbolt, well done. We've not spoken to one of your teams so far today. Tell me, how are you feeling after watching those two races?
It was nice.
Oh, good.
And the reaction time of the last one was very satisfactory.
Good, satisfactory, we like that. Well, listen, guys, you can smile. We'll see you back here tomorrow, hopefully, for the knockout competition. What judging have you got left to do today?
Today we have a design portfolio judging, our enterprise portfolio judging, media interview, and a scrutineering interview there.
Wow.
Busy day.
Busy, busy day. Quickly now, between now and then, get a power nap of 2 minutes and the amount of nanoseconds I forget. But best of luck, guys. See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go, a good, fun team. Well, here we go then. We have Fabulous 9 with us on the screen. Guys, what do you make of that then? 4 races done. How do we feel?
Happy,
great.
maybe. Great.
Yeah.
Satisfied.
Always stay positive.
Okay, good stuff. Actually, Aaron, while we've got you here, would you like to talk about Fabulous 9, something you noticed?
I would love to. And Tom, I think you need to be very, very careful with how you talk into these guys, because you're actually in the presence of celebrities. These guys have been on TV, I think 3 separate occasions. Oh, look, I can see their reactions over there. So I think I've embarrassed them. But yeah, it explains why they're so comfortable and natural in front of a camera. And I've got to say, they've done an amazing job of their corporate social responsibility. Once you've got that influence and once you're in the public eye, it's great to use that influence to give back to the community. So they did 2 separate events here. They went to a local area with 22 indigenous children, told them about F1 in schools. I mean, the message is really being spread everywhere. Did quizzes for them, gave them stationery, and over here they're even supporting women in STEM subjects. So they had an event where they talked to 36 women, young women from their school, and just told them to get above that glass ceiling and try and smash right through it. I think that is just amazing, amazing work.
Yeah, we love to hear that sort of thing. There you go, Fabulous 9. Aaron's impressed with your work. How does it feel to know that the work you're doing is being seen and understood, the importance of it?
Feels great.
Yeah, great, please.
Yeah, it just feels like the work, all the work we did, isn't just wasted. And
no.
Yeah, all the passion that we have put in, the effort has like paid off.
Yeah, if you build it, people will come. That's the phrase. And Aaron is coming to your work, seen it, and loves it. So thank you very much, Fabulous 9. Best of luck. Hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow.
Okay,
thanks a lot.
thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Oh, Aaron, you made their day. That was brilliant. To see their faces light up, knowing
they deserve it. They really do deserve it.
Yeah, and as Stu said, you don't want to build something, put all that time and effort into something, and it not be seen by others, and they get to see get that work shown and seen by everybody.
Yeah, and I think this is really nice, because normally we have to sneak around and nosy at each other's portfolios, but at least now Aaron and all the rest of the Unity team are kind of broadcasting them, so everyone can kind of see the good work that everyone's done.
Yeah. Oh, this is great to see. I hope you're enjoying it wherever you are in the world. I believe, actually, Amy, we have been told or asked whether we could do another fastest reaction time. And I mean, I don't know if I influenced that by messaging all my family to say, make sure there's, what Aaron's saying, don't do that. He's almost giving me, it'll be a breakage, Tom. Do not do that. So here we go. Here's the World Finals, F1 in Schools, brought to you by ARAMCO, our partner. As you can see, the times are provisional until all judging is complete. That's important to point out, but prismatic right at the top there. No one's getting close to that.
Yeah, I just want to point out that Celestial has made up a couple places, so that's always good to see. So it can change in this second day of racing, but then obviously final leaderboard tonight, and they'll be fast asleep by the time that comes out.
Yeah, I'd like to see a graphic that says, so Celestial whale music. I want to see Hyperbolt. I want to see power naps. I want to see pure silence for some of these teams. It is really interesting to find out how they've added that extra element to help them on the track. Well, I believe we can go right now back to India. We just spoke to Hyperbolt. Another team from India is Team Blaze. Here they are. Oh, yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. You guys look amazing. This is a new addition. Tell us about this.
So we're obviously very excited for the second race. As you can see, even our hair is blazing with excitement.
I love that. It's almost like you were in the car yesterday as it went down the track. That is the effect it would have on your hair. Very quick times, Team Blaze. What did you make of yesterday?
Yeah, we were really proud of the timings that our car gave, and we're really excited for today with the reactions and everything.
Yeah, Amy has just put your mascot, the Phoenix, here on the desk, fitting in perfectly with the whole colour scheme here. What do you expect to happen with your reaction times? Who set those times?
I did. I'm not gonna lie, they're not the best, but it's the best we could do right now, so hopefully they're good enough.
Okay, I like that little bit of honesty. I appreciate you telling me as well that I'm going to be honest with you, Tom and Amy. Thank you very much. How did you get in the zone? Did you power nap? Did you hold your breath? Did you listen to music? What was your technique?
I don't really know. I was just sitting and because we forgot about it until like the last hour. So we just had to get it done in the last 15 minutes. It's just a huge rush.
But sometimes that works well when you've got the pressure on you. You know you have to do it. So sitting down, Amaya, that is what you did. You sat down, no standing. Okay, I'm jotting that down. Sit down for this. And did you enjoy the challenge? Did you feel that competitiveness come out of you?
I was so nervous. I thought I was going to pass out. I was so nervous.
Well, I love chatting to you to find out and giving everyone around the world an insight into what goes on with Team Blaze and how you managed to put these times together. Best of luck today. We'll chat to you in a bit, but I'd like to go to Malaysia now, quickly flying across. Welcome back to the World Finals, Raya Racers. How are we feeling today?
Oh, we're doing it. Absolutely great.
We're good.
Good, so good. I like that. And who set the reaction times?
I did. I set the reaction time.
Oh, okay. How did you do it? What was your technique?
I've been practicing I've been doing the practice for quite a bit. I think about 10 times maybe.
Okay.
I've been doing the practice. Yeah.
Tell me, music. Did you hold your breath? Were you in the zone? Were you half daydreaming? Were you running beforehand? An energy drink? Tell me how you achieved your times.
I think I held my breath. I was waiting for the light to went off, and I was a bit nervous because I might do a false start, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
He didn't, Tom.
Thanks, Amy. Thanks for bringing it up again. Yes, I made a full start earlier, live. And you know what? I did it to give an example of what the pressures can be like. Are you buying that, what I'm saying?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Okay, Raya Racers, great to chat to you. We'll speak to you in a bit. It'd be good to go to trackside now to see whether all of the reaction times make a difference to the car. It should do. We have seen that all of this morning. So let's get to it. Pretty evenly matched those two cars. Good reaction time from Team Blaze, 0.224. And Raya Racers, 0.250. And 3 green sectors. Yeah, 3 green sectors. There you go. What do you make of that then, Amy?
Yeah, very good. We haven't really got close to RIMAU Racing's reaction time. I'm doing my own unofficial leaderboard. But yeah, really good times. Blaze obviously have a very fast car, but hopefully Raya Racers can get fast reaction times and maybe compete with them.
Okay, so there you go. What did you make of that, guys? First race?
maybe we can try better for the next race.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, fellas. Guys, Team Blaze, what do you make of the first race that you saw? Whoa, 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 whoa. What's happened?
We got our hair brushed out then.
Yeah, the brushed out immediately. It was a kind of spot the difference there, and I was on it very quickly. What did you make of the first race?
We're happy. I think that was a good one. Good timing, Amira, with the reaction.
Oh, brilliant. I feel like I scared Rare Racers there because I was like, whoa, what happened? Let's go to the trackside then to see the second race. Best of luck to Team Blaze and to Rare Racers. Can't tell if Lucy looks happy that she hasn't got any work to do at the moment. We will chat to her at some point. Well, what I'm seeing is not all three green sectors lighting up there, Amy, but good for Rare Racers. Nice fast reaction time.
They pulled through. Said they could go faster.
And they did indeed. So a total time of 1.327 for Team Blaze. Track time 1.89. They'll be very happy with that. Over at the touchscreen, the ever reliable efficient with an A. I've just come up with that. Aaron, what do you notice with the two cars?
Yeah, so for the two cars, one of the interesting things is that they're actually very similar, apart from one, I think, major difference in my opinion. But if you look at the lengths, both of them are maxing out there at the 204mm length. Width, there's only 1mm difference between them. So it seems like they're going for a very similar car base there. However, on weight, Raya Racers is up by about 7 grams, and I think that might be one of the reasons why we've seen that difference in the times. But like you say, Amy and Tom, reaction time can make a ridiculous difference. So I'm looking forward to the races. Keep your heads up. I like that you're smiling still. I love it.
Yeah, praise indeed. Team Blaze there, still smiling. Why did you take the hair, the Blaze effects hair off? Was that holding you back a little bit, or were you just getting too hot with them on?
I think it's definitely very hot with the hair on. It's overheating.
Yeah, we don't want that tomorrow. You do not want to overheat, but we hopefully get a heating up sort of car time on the track. And in terms of the rest of the day for you guys, what's in store?
We have D&E judging after this. We just finished pit and media like an hour ago. So I think that's D&E's the last thing.
Okay, and I'm looking forward to finding out what Aaron has picked up about your work. Actually, we can do that now if you're ready, Aaron. What did you like about Team Blaze?
This I think is mind-blowing. I mean, these guys, look at that. I had to put exclamation mark and question marks here next to TEDx Youth because I think that's so impressive. They've done a TED Talk. That's one of my personal dreams. Honestly, Tom, if you know somebody, let me know. I can dance. I've got. But Blaze, honestly, that is amazing. I'm glad you did something so inspiring. I'd love to see that at some point. If we can get a link over, that'll be great. So good job on that. Awesome.
Well done, guys. And what was that like doing the TEDx?
Right. So we actually did get into TEDx Youth, and it was supposed to happen before the competition. However, we prepared for it, and our talk is completely ready, and we've run through with all the other participants as well, and it will happen after the competition, after the World Finals is over.
Okay, well, if you need a fifth member, Aaron is ready. He was super pumped, and when you just said that you haven't done it yet, his heart melted. I saw his sad face come out. Aaron, so there's still a chance. Chat to the guys maybe to help them out in some way, get on TEDx.
Yeah,
okay.
That's great.
Okay, listen, Team Blaze, great to chat to you. We'll be going trackside any moment now. Rare Racers, here we go. Guys, in terms of the competition, what is in store for the rest of the day?
We only got our media interview left, as well as our enterprising judging.
Yeah, well, I loved your portfolio. I saw that a couple of days ago and really, really enjoyed it. So I know that you're going to be doing a great job. We're going to go trackside now for race 3. Best of luck to both teams. Genuinely, Aaron's face, it crumpled when he found
could
out.
be a backup dancer.
Yeah, oh, that would be amazing. Like in a physical theatre dancer, so interpreting.
Interpretive dance.
Oh, beautiful. Seeing there, Team Blaze. 3 green lights in all 3 sectors. And on the tracker, 1.076. Don't see any breakages either, so that is good. If they make it to the knockout round tomorrow, you need those cars to stay intact. And just to let you know, there'll be one more race after this one with one team on their own. That is the 8th matchup. That is Persist Racing from Thailand. Raya Racers, happy with that?
Yes, I think we've done our best and we just gonna hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, hope for the best. Okay, and in terms of Team Blaze, what did you make of that race 3?
Ooh, that's so good. Yeah, we did it.
All right, we'll keep that energy, Jasmine. We're going to go trackside now again for race 4. That's good. Total time there for Team Blaze under the 1.4 mark, just by 1,000th of a second. And again, I'm not seeing any signals from either Michael or Sam to suggest there is any breakages, and that is what we like to see. So there you go, 4 races, Team Blaze. What will you do now? How will you sort of get over the racing on the track? How will you calm down?
Yeah, go on, Tamara.
I think we're probably going to listen to our songs. We'd like to listen to our team songs to calm ourselves down and get more pepped for the D&E.
Okay, Tamara, I need to know, what are these songs?
Okay, so we have 2 team songs. One of them is Dear Future Stars, talking about our journey as an all-girls team. And the second is our Team Blaze theme song.
Okay, oh, love that. So team songs. You're the first team that have told me that you have songs that you dedicated to listening to. So I wish you the best of luck with that. Enjoy that. And then I might have to check that out. I'm creating a playlist with all the teams here. Whale music's at the top.
Now the Team Blaze theme song.
Yeah, Team Blaze theme song. I'm going to have to hear that. Where can I hear that tomorrow?
Well, currently our Team Blaze theme song is being uploaded on Spotify, so it should be out soon. But our Dear Future song, our Dear Future Stars song is already out on Spotify, so you can check it out there.
Oh, tomorrow, well plugged. Love it. Team Blaze, great to chat to you. Hopefully speak to you again tomorrow.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And Raya Races in Malaysia. Do you have a team song that you listen to get you pepped up for the competition?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, we had our own personal songs that we like to listen to basically come us before the presentation.
Yeah.
But for my knowledge, I don't think we have any team song.
Okay, yeah, but maybe you could create one big playlist so you can all share your music and become a more of a sort of unified team. Well, listen, Raya Races, great to chat to you. All the best with the rest of the day. I know it's a busy one, so take care and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. We will have a lovely day, won't we, Amy?
Yes, I'm excited.
So one more race to get into, one matchup, should I say, and this one is going to be one team on the track alone, and the reason for that is because there was an odd number, so it was bound to happen. Aaron, over there on the touchscreen, have you got the data on?
I do indeed. I have the data, but I've actually noticed something here is that it seems like we've measured it a bit incorrectly because we've ended up with a 2-dimensional car. The height here says 0 millimeters tall. So that, I don't know how that's going to go through the barriers if that's the case. But I think that's just an error on our end. The car looks really good. I love the paint job that you guys have done there. And it's a shame we don't get it to see you racing other cars, but obviously you'll be up there on the leaderboard and you can compare and contrast on how you did.
Yeah, however, here's my thought. There's been a problem with the bristles for the last day. So if your height is 0 millimeters, not a problem with the bristles.
That's true. No issue.
Okay.
Lucy's going to be very bored.
Lucy is already bored. I'm going to ask everybody in the F1 in Schools team, maybe we can chat to Lucy just to find out that she's okay and that everything's good up and trackside. Lucy, are you okay? We're concerned for you down here.
Yeah, I'm all good. There's just been no breakages, but I feel like I've probably jinxed it now again, so fingers crossed for Persist. Their car won't break.
Okay, yes. Well, thank you very much, Lucy. Good to know that she's okay. Are you okay, Amy? I haven't asked.
Yeah, I'm very good. Okay. I just wanted to point out, I used to have a team song.
Yeah?
But not a sing. We used to listen to One Day More from Les Miserables.
Okay.
We used to listen to that together on the journeys.
Just swaying, singing, just getting in the zone. Aaron, did you have a song?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I think that there's been a good few that we jammed to. I think it was at the Malaysia World Finals. We went to the, there was a concert after the Grand Prix, and we listened to Dua Lipa and Martin Garrix. So for me personally, whenever I hear, you know, one kiss is always, yeah. Whenever I hear that, it throws me right back to my F1 in the Schools World Finals days. So yeah, I mean, I guess I have a team song, but it's not really a team song if it's just me.
Ours aren't on Spotify.
Yeah.
We didn't record them.
Not yet, but I like that. It does send you right back to a time in your life, which is exactly what these guys are going to have. All the experiences they've had with their teammates, and also I want to know from VELIONNE Racing, which I'll ask later, are there any snacks left in the vending machine? That's something I do want to know. Maybe they could be sent to us. Right, let's chat to. We will do in just a second. Let's look at the reaction time. Can we make that happen? I want to see if we can make that happen. John, our dedicated staff member, F1 in Schools, he's heading over. If there's ever a problem, him and his team will be fixing it. So Amy, okay, I've taken on board. I do have my phone behind me. I might need to get some whale music on to help me. We're going to be heading over to the screen, so let's do that now. Requested on YouTube to see if we could do another race reaction time. I just feel like running around helps me. I'll tell you what, why don't you go
first?
Yeah, this is a reaction time capture presented by our partners and sponsors, IET. All right, okay, so I've taken on board everything. Hang on. Just practicing the breathing test. I won't put you off. Here we go, getting out the shot. Okay, 0.340. Here we go. So, what was the technique, Aaron? It was something I need to like look at the lights. Okay.
Daydream.
Hang on, daydream. Thank you very much for this. Anybody who has been watching who said, "Tom, come on, you can do this." Here's the moment. There he is. That's what I'm talking about. I am not competitive at all in any way, shape or form. Let's go back to the desk. Thank you very much. I've got to walk away. So excited. So excited. Let's chat as soon as we get. It's not about beating you in any way, shape or form, Amy. It was more the fact I didn't full start. That is all that matters with that. But it just goes to show I got really tense there. So some of the times that we have seen, the 0.169, that's phenomenal.
And they've been a lot faster than us as well.
Yeah.
We've been really slow compared to them today.
Yeah, I wanted to try the Team Blaze technique of sitting on the floor, but couldn't happen. Listen, we will chat to a last team competing in this section of the races today. Persist Racing in Thailand. Spokesman of the group, it seems. Great to see you guys. Luke, how are we feeling today after day one?
You know, there were some difficulties, but you know, we will persist through those challenges, and we hope to have a better day today.
Yeah, fingers crossed for you guys. And what was it like after racing yesterday? Did you have a debrief? Did you talk about all the things that you saw?
I mean, after the racing, we talked as a team, and after the race, I talked to each member, and I decided that we will have a better day today. Yep.
Oh, brilliant. Well, my fingers are crossed for you. Miguel has just joined, so that's good to see. Welcome to the World Finals and the show. Luke, we'll go trackside now because your car is ready. one of the cars that a few breakages yesterday, so I'm hoping that super glue helps out for the team. There was part of me that actually should have welcomed Aaron back. I'm thinking about it now. We should have welcomed Aaron back to set his fastest time, but then you
can't beat two people in one go.
Yeah, you can't. It just wouldn't be right for us. So at trackside, we've had Lucy all day, who's been looking out for the breakages. She says she may have jinxed it, but we hope not. After this, we will take a break this morning, and then we will be back at 12 UK time to see the race between Britannia Red from Odium in United Kingdom, not far away from me, actually. Interesting. So fingers crossed to those guys. And Olympian Racing from Greece, they'll be stepping up to get on the track and show what they can do with their reaction times. And then when we get all the way down to Team Square Q from France, taking on Prismatic, who Prismatic are the team currently at the top of the leaderboard from Greece. We'll take another break and then we'll come back at 4 for more racing. While we've still got Luke and we're waiting to go trackside, Luke, what do you have in store for today? What other judging have you got to go through?
We finished all our judging today, but we have a media interview in an hour.
Okay, all right, well, best of luck with that. Let's go trackside. We can go there now. Racing up there to see Oscar, the race director, go right-handed with the start gate button push. Never know if it's going to be a left hand or right hand. He likes to mix it up. Here we go. So unfortunate the car, as we see there, not making it to the end of the track. I wonder what that was due to. We saw that yesterday with a car as well. The name escapes me right now, but getting caught on the line on the front wing.
Yeah, I wonder if it is the same problem, but obviously I think we'll let Lucy explain that.
Yeah, Lucy will be our go-to for that. I will have to ask you, Amy, to take the mascot of Team Blaze off the desk.
Can't give anyone else good luck.
Just for fairness, you know what these mascots are like. We're watching a replay here. Good acceleration, but then just not enough.
It just ran out.
From your perspective, maybe the canister there, or just...
Yeah, I always, the only time that I've ever seen it is when the car's been a little bit too heavy, and then the canister hasn't really had enough force behind it to get it down the end of the track. But there's obviously a lot of things that could cause that, like the wheels not fully rotating or the tether line. Okay, Team Unity, Baker herself, Lucy, for fundraising. Lucy?
It's Mary Berry, actually.
Okay.
I'll let you off.
Okay, sorry, Mary Berry. And what happened there? What did you see up trackside?
So it was a similar scenario to yesterday. Unfortunately, their tether line guide is too high, so it gets caught within the front wing. So the tether that the track goes down, attached to the car, unfortunately, it keeps rubbing on their front wing, so it creates some friction. So unfortunately, the car didn't make it down all the way due to friction.
Okay, so we're hoping, as we go to car B now, that will hopefully sort itself out. We're getting a look at that there.
So you can see where the tether line goes through.
Yeah. So, not ideal, Luke and the guys, but fingers crossed for race 2. We can watch that right now, as I'm sure Oscar, race director, pushes that button, and then we will get going. My fingers are crossed that we get this car to cross that line. Well, we do have a completion there, crossing the line. Good reaction time, 0.233, much faster than my reaction time. Yeah. So a sub 0.3. But yeah, something that for redesigning the car, maybe that would be something to focus on, to avoid things like that.
It's got a lot of analysing to do just to check.
Yeah. And is that a wheel breakage towards the end?
It could be.
Question is, coming off before the line or after the line? We will get the full judging from Gary Anderson, chair of judges, up by the racetrack. Unfortunately, I'm hearing that is a DNF. So for car A and B in lane 1, no times placed by Persist Racing, but still 2 more attempts. And yeah, as we say with the competition, lots of area isn't just down to the racing. There's the whole portfolio engineering that goes on inside. So that will be interesting to see how well these guys do there. But it's not all about the racing.
Yeah, I always think it's nice if a team goes and tries the competition again after already competing in something as big as a World Finals, because then you know where you need to improve. So it's always good for research and development purposes to kind of see where you can develop that car. So it'd be a really good idea for Persist to persist again.
Oh, I see what you've done there,
and try and get to a second World Finals, hopefully show that they can set some really fast times.
Yeah, because you learn loads of stuff, you get loads of that data, that information, and you think, oh, well, otherwise you have to give it to another team and trade that information. You may as well come back and compete. Luke, unfortunate there, no time set. What are your thoughts watching the car on the track?
You know, today I really thought it would go better, but you know, this is still a great experience. I'm really happy to be here, and I'm really proud of my team that we've made it this far. I mean, there's stuff we really can't control. There's been a lot of problems with other cars from other teams as well, so we would like to wish them good luck.
That's great to hear, Luke. Thank you very much. Aaron, what do you make of what you've seen? And I'm unsure whether you can get the reaction up on the screen. If you can't, no worries. We'll get that sorted so that you can set your time for a challenge. Oh, always, Aaron. We're up for a challenge.
That's intimidating. I don't know if I want to go up against you, to be honest.
Well, we can always throw in Andrew Denford, the founder and chairman.
Yeah, we'll get that up.
He's easy to beat.
Oh, I see. Okay. Calm it down. Oh, yeah, we'll get that up in a second. But just before that, I wanted to say, I mean, you guys are still incredibly young. I think we were about the same age when we started as well. And it took us 4 years to even come close to like getting well. There was so much that you learn. And, you know, we did 1 World Finals, came back for a second one and improved. So it's really just a case of continuing, you know, stay in it for the long game. You know, you got to win the war, not the battle. Yeah. That's the way it goes.
Okay, while I asked John, the fixer of all problems with F1 in schools, to set up the reactions on the screen, Amy, do you share the sentiments there from Aaron?
Yeah, I was exactly the same. We went to our first World Finals when we were about 14, and then we came back for our second one, and we did so much better in the second World Finals.
Okay, so there you go, Luke. Do you plan to come back again and use all the information that you've learned?
We definitely plan to come again. There's been a bit of mishaps, but I feel that won't change us as a team, and we'll continue to stay strong and fight through these challenges.
That's great to hear. That is great to hear. And just Luke, you may have seen Andrew Denford before, the founder and chairman of F1 in Schools. He took on Amy in a reaction test the other day. He's now about to take on Aaron. Who do you think is going to win for reaction time? Older man versus younger man?
You know what? I'll go cheer for Aaron.
Okay, cheering for Aaron. Just while we wait for everything to get sorted. So there you go. He's having a little practice. He's got .299. So there you go.
My first time doing this in a good few years, and he's already done.
Okay, well there you go.
Well, he's had 10 attempts, and I think about 7 of them were false starts. So,
all right then, Aaron.
First, okay then.
Let's
all right,
give it a go.
Let's give it a go. Okay, there we go. Using all the tactics.
Hey, look over there.
Oh no! Oh, it's a shambles.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's it. .299. 299. I'm going to go up to Lucy now because.
Oh, I beat you.
This could go on forever, and I love it. But let's go up to Lucy trackside while we wait to get racing underway. Lucy, what are you noticing?
I'm just sat with Gary at the moment because we have both of the cars being repaired. Gary, what's wrong with car A firstly?
Well, car A was the one that stopped halfway down the track, and it's really because the front tether ray was too high, and basically the tether was rubbing on the front wing. So I've just moved it a little bit for them to try to get it to at least do a time down the track, and the other car had a wheel come off, so I've super glued that back on again. So hopefully better results this time.
So fingers crossed they'll get both of the cars down the track this time then.
And Lucy, before we get to racing, while we wait, Aaron mentioned that fundraising was done, a little bit of home baking What was the biggest seller? Can you remember for you?
So in sixth form, I used to be known for making cupcakes. So I used to make cupcakes for pretty much everyone every week. So they always used to go down a storm. So unfortunately, I don't have any facilities here to do that.
Okay.
So we're missing out.
We are missing out, but thank you very much. Yes, Aaron?
Remembering, I actually have on my phone somewhere a video because as Lucy said there, we sold the cupcakes at our sixth form, so in year 13 we're about 17, 18-year-olds, and a swarm of people came, we sold out so quickly, and then we went back to our technology room where we did all of our F1 and school stuff. Lucy lay down on the floor and everybody threw the paper money at her. It is a ridiculous video to see, but I just remembered that. Oh, it's so funny.
But it just goes to show, it's just one of the ways of raising that money to get to a regionals, to get to a national final, which all of these teams will have done. And I'm sure they came up with ingenious ways of raising the money and the sponsorship. Luke, how did you raise the money to compete?
Well, we had 2 ways. So first up, we have our sponsors, and we also had some fundraising as well.
Okay, what sort of fundraising did you do, Luke?
So our school, the American School of Bangkok, hosts a yearly fair called the Bangna Fair. So we brought together everyone and sold some things at this fair.
Oh, that's great to hear. All right, well, while we wait for racing to begin again, Gary needs to tell us a few things. Gary?
Yeah, I'd just like to add to Lucy's comment there about the cupcakes. They're always welcome. Again, as we know, the chair of judges cannot be bribed.
Okay, thank you very much, Gary.
We've all tried.
We've all tried at World Finals. All right, well, listen, I think we can go trackside very shortly, if not imminently, to see that. And as we've found out today, Aaron, the younger of the two men competing, lost to Andrew Denford. That is something that's going to hang around his neck for a while. So here we go. Lane 2 now for Persist Racing. Best of luck. Fingers crossed and cross the line. And it does. Yay. So that's good to see. And seems to be intact as well, which is great to see. And I like that, actually, seeing how the cars are removed from the track.
Yeah, we don't see that a lot.
No.
Faster time as well, which is great.
Yeah, fantastic. Overall, is that for Persist Racing?
I think so, yeah, what I remember.
Yeah, so that will hopefully give them that encouragement. We're watching a replay now. We were waiting with the fixes being made. Actually, on the screen there, you saw all of the Zoom team. I call them the Zoom team. Former competitors in a few disciplines, actually dealing with all of the calls as they're coming through to make sure that the teams can join us on Zoom, which is amazing, to travel around the world to chat to the competitors, chat to the teams. Well, while we wait for the changeover now between car A and car B, good to see that, Luke. That one will count. So a little bit of positivity there and a little bit of positive information.
Yeah, to see it that it actually made it through gives me a sigh of relief. You know, it's given us more, just a tiny bit more confidence that we need.
All right. Well, listen. Fingers crossed. Let's make it 2 out of 2 then, with car B in lane 2. Here we are. Oscar setting things up. And it's made it down, which is great to see. So there you have it. Crossing the line, most important thing for Persist Racing, to give them that boost, a sigh of relief, as you heard from Luke, but also the hope that they'll come back and compete next year and the year after and take all of that they have learned to get here, improve, make changes.
Also their fastest reaction time.
Yeah, so 0.186, that's brilliant. I'm seeing a breakage there. That looks like a front wheel. Lucy, can you give us a little bit more detail on what we're seeing on the screens right now?
So it looks like a broken wing, but we're just going to have a look now if there was anything wrong with the canister perhaps, because it was like we heard a psh all the way down, so we're just going to have a little check of that now.
Okay, great. What I've noticed, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, Lucy's moved on to the chair of judges table. I'm making a prediction of what's happening in the future. You can't get too close to Gary Anderson, but Lucy seems to be, you know, maybe that could be a movement, like to become a judge, perhaps. Is that something, obviously, with your experience in the competition, maybe for you, Amy, coming back and adding your experiences, maybe in the judging department?
Yeah, so I've done some regional and some national judges, and I even did a bit of world judging last year. So I did a lot of the team's enterprise portfolios. I've done verbals in the past. I've been kept to the enterprise side, so I'd love to move over to the engineering department.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd like to do that in the future, definitely.
And I know that Aaron is looking for maybe a partner or someone to perform, do a TED Talk. Is that something you would consider?
Yeah, I can do the background music, and Aaron can do the interpretive dance.
Perfect. Love it.
That's the plan.
Okay, so we're just waiting for that canister to be inspected. Gary, what is the latest on that?
No idea. Haven't seen the comment on the fact that you were saying there about Lucy sitting at this table. I've, you know, being 6'2", I've got quite big feet, and I need somebody to fill those shoes lately. And if you just look at what Lucy's wearing here, look, I picked her as the one for that job.
There you go. That's what it is. Okay, so we're still not necessarily any closer to knowing whether that car will rerun again. In the meantime, let me tell you, so after this last race and confirmation of that, we will be taking a short break. We'll be coming back 10 past 12 at UK time, and the first race will be between Britannia Red from the United Kingdom and Olympian Racing from Greece. The reason we're blocking things out into 3 sections is just to make it nice and fair for all of the teams, so that they're not up too early or staying up too late. And I look forward to that. The middle section is the biggest of all the sections. Yesterday it was, it felt like just so good to see all of the teams racing. It was just one after another. I went into a sort of, into a zone we heard earlier on, like a daydream.
Half daydream.
A half day. I felt like I was so in the zone, and people said
canisters going off, cars everywhere.
It was very therapeutic, actually. But afterwards, someone said it was 2 hours and 50 minutes. I was like, no way. So yeah, a lot of racing is going to be happening for day 2, and this is all building up now to that knockout race and the Pirelli Tyre Knockout Trophy, which is one of the ones that has been selected by people saying, oh, I'd like to win that one, but we will wait and see. Gary, Lucy, big boots to fill. Lucy, you got the big boots, but what is the story trackside?
Well, we found out some more information. Gary, would you like to tell people what happened?
Yeah, we're going to rerun car B for them because the cylinder itself didn't puncture correctly. I don't know whether you can quite see it on the camera, but you'll see the hole in the end there, and you see one's very, very small, not actually gone quite through. So because of that, the firing head didn't work correctly, so we're just going to rerun that car.
Okay, that is the attention to detail that I love to see, making it as fair as possible. Luke, we are going to rerun that second car for you because of the canister. So it crossed the line, but a chance to maybe go even faster. So stay there, I'll come to you in a second because we are ready to go. And as you can see, probably the same sort of situation happening before with the tether getting caught up in that front wing. We're watching a replay now. It's actually a shame when you see something like that, just not making it to the finish line. Double checking with the canister and everything. And Don't forget, before we say goodbye to you for this section, if you want to get in touch with us, any questions you need answering, a lot of information, in fact, pretty much all of it is on the website, our website, f1inschools.com. You can email us at contact@f1inschools.com, and all of our social media, which you'll find as well as the teams, pretty much all of them have the social media to check out, to find out more detail about their work, is for us on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok, and on Facebook, is at F1 in Schools HQ. I can say goodbye to the team now. Luke, thank you very much. Persist Racing, great work, and it's great to hear that you're going to be coming back repeatedly in the competition. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
There you go, Persist Racing, thank you very much. They leave, sort of a bit of disappointment for those guys with the trials and tribulations on trackside, but to know that they're going to learn from the engineering that they've used and come back stronger, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a big shame, but at least they had a good time posted and a good reaction time.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you very much, Amy. Thank you very much to Aaron on the touchscreen. I feel like I've learnt a lot about you, Aaron.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I know that that's a good thing. Maybe I should be more...
Well, we're going to go to
more secretive.
I'll tell you what, we've got a lot to talk about in the break. That is your chance to go and get some refreshment. Come back at 12:10. We will be going live to watch Britannia Red take on Olympian Racing amongst a whole host of other teams from the Middle East and Europe. So do not miss it. We'll see you back here very soon.